All right, kids. Mic's on. Mic's on. We're on. We're live. We are the Wrestling Dorks.
Wait, I gotta move my drink.
Good thinking.
I gotta move this because it's gonna be in the way.
Is your mic on, you bitch? I said mic's on. You sat there being fat.
Yeah, for some reason I had to turn my mic off. I don't know.
Because when the music's on, it's really distracting.
I feel like Sam might kick over my drink and then it's gonna be a big fiasco.
Hello,
like the day
hello.
he spilled over my drink.
All right, wait. Welcome one, welcome all to another episode of the Wrestling Dorks. I am John, joined as always to my left by the talker of talking. He is in red tonight, the great tomato. Sam, welcome to the show.
Boy, that's a terrible introduction. Thanks.
Oh, you want me to start over? Should I hit the replay button? You don't want the great tomato? You don't like that one?
Fuck off.
Oh, well, I'm wearing a pirate shirt tonight. I'm wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah.
You like-
There's a shirt underneath it, though.
Doesn't, well, yeah. I just always have an undershirt. What's wrong with wearing an undershirt?
Anyway, yeah, it's great to be here.
And Jay Lucky, the laugher of things, the hater of nothing except for Mandy Rose's face. Welcome, Jay
I'd
Lucky.
say I hate her face.
You are kind of hating on the face.
Move
my mic
She
over
does
a little.
wear a shit ton of makeup.
Well, yeah, the
But-
makeup.
That's the show. They all
It
wear
is.
That's what they all do.
It is, but her lips look like they're like she got
She got-
punched
I'm
in
sure
them
she
one
got-
too
Oh,
many
they
times.
didn't win. They just eliminated
No,
New
they,
Day.
yeah, that's why I said that, you fuck.
I'm sorry. I'm fat.
Heavy machinery, baby.
And actually, what I said was that Sonya Deville had a pretty face.
And you said prettier than Mandy.
When they were side by side on SmackDown, like really close up and
So-
personal, front view of their faces, she looked very pretty.
He's got nothing but disdain for this.
She just hates.
Yeah, she's got hate.
Yeah.
There's
If
no
Sonya
hate.
Deville was known
Why
as the
would
pretty
there
one,
be hate?
Yes, because you're going to hate more on the one that's more actually attractive.
I don't think she's more
And
attractive.
you're going to try and put her down by saying the other
She's
one
more
that's the one
fake. I don't like the fake.
I love this. What a great welcome to the Wrestling
I don't
Dorks,
like the
everybody.
fake.
This is what we do here. Jay Lucky hates pretty women. Sam
No,
hates.
I hate fake women. I hate all the fakeness. There
I
is
have
like
nothing wrong.
she is head to toe fake.
A woman's body is her. What happened to a woman's body? Wow, you don't.
She
support
could do
women's
whatever
rights.
she wants, but the girl that she had a very more natural face. She didn't look like she got
Natural,
punched in.
yeah, it's natural. Would you say she didn't look? She got what?
Punched in the lips 100 times, and her lips are swollen out to here.
Well, Sonya Deville, that she was an MMA, but she did get punched in the face.
Yeah, well,
I
she doesn't look like her lips don't look like, she had 100 bees stinging them over and over.
I
and
can
over.
respect the fact that you think that Sonya Deville is better looking than what people give her credit for, but to sit there and say that she's better looking than
Listen,
Mandy
you
Rose.
guys, because she's sexy,
Has
she has the
nothing to
body,
do
she
with-
comes out, blah blah blah.
You pick apart a woman at the quitting club, and now this chick has a broken nose, or a nose that looks like it's been broken.
That
6
girl
times,
had
and she's
acne
fine,
all over her face,
which is correctable.
but it wasn't.
It wasn't corrected at the
I feel
time.
like you're picking and choosing here.
And she had slight man face. So there.
But so does.
And I
Oh,
thought,
wow, yeah.
and I thought she was too good. You were too good for
That
her.
chick has slight man face, and now you're like Sonya Deville, the MMA. I'm not
Yeah.
saying Sonya Deville's not not.
I feel like you
attractive.
guys are. I think
But
you
I'm
guys are
saying
just
Mandy
awful.
Rose
There you go. An
is
athletic
God's
girl
gift.
who doesn't have plastic surgery all over her face. Oh darn, she's less attractive. She's not as hot. No, it's because she's not like
No,
half
you said more
naked and
hot.
acting like a sexy oh, I'm gonna screw you all the time kind of thing. I don't know. She
Jeez.
doesn't give off that
Wowzers.
vibe.
Well, you're drawing a lot of
Got a lot of
conclusions there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
That's her.
You
role.
guys are men. You have
It's her
penises. You
role.
think differently.
It's her role.
You're
in
thinking
WWE.
with your wrong head.
This is her character on a TV show.
I don't
is all
care.
she's playing.
I don't care.
She's not really Mandy Rose.
I don't care.
Poor girl was bullied back in, what was it? In Tough Enough in
yeah.
2015 or whatever. Geez. So anyways,
I think
we're watching
Sonya
SmackDown
Deville
right now.
Can be attractive. I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
For you to say, like,
Can be attractive.
no, can be considered attractive. You're like, oh, she's better looking than Mandy Rose.
I said I
That's a
think she's
stretch, in my
prettier than
opinion.
Mandy Rose.
That's a stretch. They both are pretty. In
Maybe
different
when
ways.
she starts coming out in towels, you'll think differently.
Oh, it has nothing to do with the towel. I was standing
shut
there
up.
looking at the girl.
Oh my gosh.
It's just whatever you're into.
And we're
And
into
you're
good-looking
into girls
women.
coming out in towels.
Well, we're just into good-looking women. I thought Heavy Machinery was out. Anyways, so Sam, what are we watching here?
Four-way. Who's going to battle Shane
And the Miz, the world's greatest tag team
I
of
guess
all
that's
time.
next week. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's next week or if we're...
Yeah, we're down to the Usos and Heavy Machine. Oh, no, Bar's still on it,
We don't
too.
have
Yeah.
the iPad. I guess you'll have to watch from over
It's
there.
actually
See if
right
anything
behind you.
happens over there.
It's actually right there, charging.
New Day was knocked
I can
out
kind
by,
of keep an eye on
by
it too if you
Dozer.
want.
We got a viewer.
Yeah, of course we do. We always have viewers.
They can see, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're only lying to the podcast audience.
that's true. Yeah. Yep. Also, thank you for joining us on the podcast version here. Pretty successful so far, I got to tell you. We've had a pretty good couple weeks on Twitch.
a
And
run.
Yeah, we've had a decent run. Because I'm like joining Twitch thinking I had to have hundreds of listeners and all this shit. Wow, the bar's out. And really, like, the idea of Twitch is to get a few people to interact with. It's not about having hundreds and thousands of people
Like the
watching.
video
you.
game channels.
Right, right.
I enjoy the interaction.
I really do. It's the interaction is the best part. So if you're watching us live on Twitch, throw something in the chat
I can
box.
talk to you two anytime. I get to talk to random people
Oh, so when did Dozer and them go out?
or regular
Tell me
people.
They went out.
I don't know, but
But they're still in there.
looks like the Usos won it, which I'm cool with that.
Oh, so that was for Elimination Chamber. So they're not even. That was.
Oh, wow. It's at the pay-per-view.
See how close we were falling. That's the thing. I come over and you like. It's
Well,
tough
we were
for
talking
you-
about Mandy Rose's
No,
boobs. I mean,
no,
her
and
face.
Other BS is. It's hard to figure out. Okay, so they're gonna have a match at Elimination Chamber. That's gonna set up the Miz and Shane McMahon
Yeah.
match at WrestleMania.
Yes.
That's clearly gonna happen.
Yes, of course it's going to happen.
And at least this sounds like this means the Usos get the belts back.
Let's hope so.
Should.
Yeah.
Not that they matter.
So we've got a lot to talk about this week. I mean, obviously the first half hour of the show, we kind of just bullshit around. We talk about SmackDown. We talk about things that are happening in life. And then we kind of jump into recaps. But it's hard to not talk about what we've seen in the last 2 days. Talking about the Royal Rumble and Raw. Fucking eventful. You were rapid fire texting me last night at like 11 o'clock at night as you were watching Raw. It's pretty crazy. I went to bed early.
Yeah.
Because I've got a podcast to run, on Tuesdays. I can't be...
Yeah, you're not following wrestling.
I am. I watched it then today at work. I watched the remaining because somebody at work that's a wrestling fan came running over to my desk, and he was like, "Oh my God, did you watch?
Yeah,
Did you watch?"
I couldn't go to bed last night till I saw because I looked forward to I wanted to see Becky and I wanted to see Brock.
Well, I wanted to too, but
Apparently not.
There was a pantsless woman in my bed. I wasn't gonna be like, "No, honey, I have to see what Becky Lynch is doing." No, I was fine.
Thought you had a podcast you cared about.
I care about the podcast. I knew there was time to catch up, but no pants beats wrestling anytime.
You're Mr. Pants though.
Not her pants.
Okay.
I'm Mr. Pants. She's Mrs. No Pants.
Mr. Pants and Mr. Five shirts.
Two. It's an undershirt. It's
Sometimes it's 3.
It's to catch any like bodily things that come off of me.
That sounds disgusting.
Come on, I'm not that gross.
That sounds gross.
No, I'm not that gross.
That's gross.
I gotta plug the laptop back in, or we're gonna just die here. You guys riff for a few minutes.
This happens like every like.
Well-
I forgot to do this.
Well, I had
you
to plug in
gotta
the-
talk about.
But
footprint.
he's so
Okay.
prepared.
I had to plug in the printer to print your notes.
We
Otherwise-
don't
No,
need
you didn't have to
printed
plug it
notes.
in.
You
I
could've
plugged in the
projected it
printer
on
the other
screen.
day.
Well, no, because the printer was plugged in over here.
Yeah.
So I had to unplug it to plug it in the laptop. So then I had to plug the laptop in to get the. Long story short, I'll be right back. Don't have radio silence, you two fucks.
Hell yeah, let's talk about things, Jay Lucky.
Yes. What should we talk about? What's on the list
Well,
here?
I wasn't paying attention when you were giving John the list of things you gave a shit about. So it's tough for me to bring up something
Damn
'cause
it!
you may
Why
not
don't you
care.
ever listen to me?
I don't have to listen to you. Only he does. It's nice.
That's true, I guess.
Are you coming back?
I'm gonna fix my shirt.
Jesus Christ!
Which
he's fixing his
one?
pants and shirts.
Which shirt are you fixing?
Pants and shirts.
I had to fix my shirt a little bit
Both
because
of
I knew
them?
I was gonna be back on camera.
This should be his new nickname: Shirts and Pants.
Shirts and pants. Who else but shirt pants? That was a Family Guy joke.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if you were cool like that. All right, so Sunday night was a 7-hour spectacular of wrestling
Got
amazingness.
over around midnight
Yeah,
on a school night.
apparently it started at 5 o'clock. I didn't know that. We didn't tune in until 6 something.
Yeah, you don't know anything. Yeah, it was a kickoff show. Who cares
Well, I didn't
about
know it was a 2-hour kickoff show. I thought it
Yeah,
was 1
it was
hour,
just
2
for the big-
matches.
yeah.
But apparently there were 3.
Yeah, they added another one, but yeah, I thought, wrestling is PG and it's for kids. The fucking
There's
show
no
over
fucking
midnight.
way,
Let me
right.
tell you, my parents let me watch like wrestling as a kid, and I used to go over like my neighbors to like watch pay-per-views sometimes and stuff. But like, there was no way in hell that at like the age of like 8, I was getting to stay up to midnight to watch.
Yeah,
the
I know.
pay-per-view.
We let the kids stay up. Samantha ended up
Well,
going
you're
to bed.
terrible.
Well,
Well, let's go into that bad parenting. Now let's have a conversation about it. These two are terrible.
What are you talking
Setting
about?
bad examples.
No, because we made sure that they had all their shit done.
Everybody went to school the next day. It was
Everybody
fine.
went to school. We made sure
Samantha
they had
even
their...
set her own alarm and got
I'm
up.
pretty sure if those kids would have been in this house the next day, but you send them off to somebody else in crank mode.
Well, no, the best part is, had they been here the next day, they would have been super tired the next night, and then they go to bed.
They go to bed early.
Fall
Not
asleep.
how that works.
I would have made that
Kids
happen.
are
I would have
cheap
said.
No,
as
she
fuck
makes them-
with
she-
no sleep.
When-
I would
when-
have said, I know you guys stayed up late last night. You're going to bed early tonight. Or I would have said that to them. I'll let you stay up a little later to watch it, but then
Dude,
tomorrow
you're-
you're going to have to go to bed early.
You play a tough game and they're not here. You get walked all over. I'm sure.
No, I'm telling you, I'm like that.
No, when we have the kids, it's yelling and screaming all the time. She does run a rough...
Wait. What
I mean...
do you mean I'm yelling
It's
and
a punch
screaming
in
all
and
the
some
yeah,
time?
yeah, just some ninja
What
moves.
do you mean
I
I'm
remember,
yelling and
man,
screaming all the time?
I'm trying to remember. I remember back in the day, it was easy to remember the rules. Sunday night football, I was allowed to stay up till halftime. Monday night football, I was allowed to stay up to the end of the first quarter.
Oh, we didn't even have that. I mean, we didn't base it on sports. Well, no, that's a lie, actually. If the Pirates game, I could stay up to the end of the Pirates game because they were on Fox, so I could watch
Because
that.
I remember, because obviously
So
there was only one
that's
TV
true.
in the house.
Yep.
And we'd be watching and end of the first quarter, time for bed.
Right.
And because that generally, like, Monday night football started later. Sunday night football used to start a little bit earlier. So it used to be
Right.
like, and then, but what I would do, I had radio in my room, so I would just turn on the radio. I was
Dude,
allowed to.
it's so funny. I did the exact same thing.
Yeah. So I was allowed to like listen. I just had to be up in bed and like whatever. So I'm not
That's so
necessarily, yeah. We were both radios.
Well, because like if the Pirates weren't on, I was to go to bed early, but then I turn the radio on and listen to the Phillies or the Orioles because you could get all those games down in Lancaster. So I just sit there and listen.
to random baseball.
I would just listen. I didn't care. It was baseball.
Yeah, you got
Love
to
it.
listen to the greatest of all time.
Yeah, I
Aaron
know.
Callis.
Yeah, John Miller for the Orioles. Back when he was on the Orioles, that was great. He was like the voice of my childhood. It's weird. John Miller was like, because I listened to him more than I listened to Pirates because they weren't always on. Because they were on Fox. So anytime that 90210 or Melrose Place were on,
Oh,
that
I love
trumped
it.
the Pirates.
Yeah, that should.
It
I
would
watched
piss me
both
off
those.
I
so
watched
much.
both of those too.
Yeah. Pissed me off. Although luckily I think they were Monday and Thursday, which is oftentimes off days for baseballs. Anyway, boring as shit. Here comes Daniel Bryan.
No, that's way more interesting than the rest. Anyway, yeah, this Daniel Bryan, he's wearing a shirt. I guess tonight he's going to talk about climate change in WWE, and his shirt is like against all hate. Basically, it says like don't hate. Like that. I wanted to try and make it out. Like I don't know. It says like against don't hate homophobia. Like there's a whole big thing. I can't make it out. But this Daniel Bryan character, I don't understand why he's a heel.
I know he's
He
actually
says great things.
I know he actually says all sorts of things that
You know,
yeah. I mean he's like don't over consume, don't
Yeah.
do this and that, and I'm like, boo, fuck you, I'll consume all I want.
exactly. Yeah. So yeah, Rowan made his return.
Yeah, what the hell was that? How surprising! I remember sitting here and like we were watching with the kids and we were all just like,
Why?
what's going on? What the hell? Like
So
it's
yeah.
like he got lost and just started walking towards the ring.
You think they're going to reform the Wyatt family?
I would love if he had just like a cult, like he was like
Followers, like
yeah,
not
like
a
followers, yeah, like a Wyatt, but like they actually have a fucking like reason to be followed. Like before, it was just we wear sheep masks, but like, and maybe like every couple weeks, a new cult member. I just don't want it to be all the old Wyatt members though. I don't want to, like Harper comes out next, and then
Was that Charles Manson on his shirt?
I think it is, which is crazy.
Why is
They
that
would-
allowed? Why
Yeah.
would that be allowed to be worn? Yeah, no violence, no homophobia, no sexism, no racism, and something else. His shirt says, and he's a heel.
Those are all the things that we are against on this podcast.
Freedom,
peace and love.
freedom, peace, love. So he's a shirt basically saying like good
I'm a
things,
lover.
and he's playing a heel because in Trump's America, we're supposed to embrace those things.
I don't think it has anything to do with it, but it just shows like how the delivery of the character, like because of the way he says it, makes him into a heel. Like it doesn't matter what you're actually saying; you can say anything. They're chanting for Becky instead of
We
him.
couldn't hear what he said.
I'm sorry, I'm fucking talking. It's
Yeah,
a
that's what I'm saying.
podcast. I
Well,
can't
we
have.
can't figure out if. Yeah, thank you. This is a companion show.
Oh God! So he's saying that because he won, the world gets to continue on. Great.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you know that you won because
Apparently I
Daniel
won.
Bryan won?
Yeah.
Sam, you won too.
This is tough. I'm trying to enjoy it.
I know
It's
it is.
for
It's
us,
tough.
yeah.
It is. It's difficult.
like the rest of the shit, sometimes I don't care. I like Daniel Bryan right now.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Did he replace the leather strap yet?
No, he did not. He still has the leather strap,
Ah.
from what I understand.
He needs to have a vegan strap. You putting parental control so we can't watch porn?
No. There you go. Now I turn on closed
That's
captioning
smart,
so we don't
yeah.
have fucking radio silence in the podcast.
Right. Yeah.
You can see what's
I
going
can just
on.
read what he's saying.
There you go.
Dipshit.
Except for when they mistype stuff, which is fine.
Well, that's still
Yeah.
fine. But anyways, I'd rather that because people actually do download and listen to our podcast. I have the figures. I should show them to you. It's actually
you don't
impressive.
anymore. Yeah.
It's kind of impressive. In the last couple of weeks, ever since we got back on iTunes last week and I started recataloging shit, our downloads went up. And it's not because I was listening, because
Right.
it does unique downloads.
Okay, because I know you listen to
So-
everything like 40 times each.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Rowan and the O's a recycling symbol.
That's great.
But seriously, how the fuck? So one guy is wearing a shirt about no violence, no whatever, and the guy that helped him the other night was wearing Charles fucking Manson on his shirt. I'm pretty sure that's who that
I'm
was.
sure that's who it was. I've seen that shirt before.
He's a mass murderer.
Who's on his shirt tonight?
Yeah, who is that tonight?
I'm pretty sure it ain't gonna be good old Charlie Manson anymore. I'm
Good
pretty
old-
sure they were
Old Chuck. I just love that, like, a few months ago, he
What
was
does he
a
have over his
maniac with
shoulder?
a hammer.
A bag?
like a backpack. He still has his old entrance music back.
I actually always liked that entrance music. It was different.
Oh, he's just rowing.
Oh, of course.
What's
Yeah.
on his shirt?
I'm looking. I'm trying to. Remember, I got to talk too.
Does anyone out
Hailstorm?
there know what's on his shirt?
Yeah. Does anybody else watching SmackDown? Can you tell what that is? I think it is Hailstorm. Oh. Pamela says, "Morning. I just woke up. Morning. Yes. Good morning. Just woke up. Was oh God. She's learned to wake up for us.
Oh my gosh, you don't have to do that.
Do
For
you want
lack
to
of sleep.
Did you want to? Oh yeah. I guess you can talk to her directly.
Yeah.
Just feels weird. Like I'm talking in her voice. Like, good morning.
Is that how she talks?
I just woke up.
Do you have to? You weren't talking like that. Now you are.
Yeah, that's
Now
my
you're
that's my
making it
Pamela
weird.
voice.
Now you're making it weird.
She has a strange voice.
Yeah, well, you know, for
I would like you to work on your accent too.
oh, I'm not doing that. That'll be embarrassing. I actually would do it if I knew she wasn't watching. That would embarrass the shit out of me. But thank you for joining us tonight. We got a huge list of shit to talk about, and Sam doesn't want to talk about any of it.
Well,
Just-
SmackDown's going on right now. I'm confused on what we're supposed to be doing.
Well, read the goddamn captions. I put them on for you. Don't pay
yeah,
attention
no, I know,
to me.
but like if we're a companion show, are we supposed to be talking about what's going on SmackDown?
we are,
right
we
now?
are. But I got distracted. Sorry.
No, I mean, but then we can't do the sheet at the same time. The
I know.
sheet's for
No,
after SmackDown.
I was just making a
You
point.
piece of sheet.
Good one.
Still
Oh, he's going to talk about the leather belt.
can't get Bumble to fire up.
You have a Bumble story for us, don't you?
I wouldn't really call it a story, just a proof that dating's all.
I like it. Oh wait, he's gonna throw away the championship belt.
Oh my
What?
god!
Oh my god!
This is gonna be an icon.
Do not.
Yeah.
Do
it.
not. Don't.
Somebody's gonna come
Yes.
out, right?
Don't.
Somebody
Shane
has to
Douglas
come out.
did it in ECW,
Lunder Blaze did it.
and they haven't on a different show.
Somebody's gonna have to come out.
What are they saying?
I don't know.
Symbol of excellence and a symbol of excess.
No. Don't throw it. She was probably already dead.
This is great.
Come on, don't talk about a dead
He's
cow.
so good at this.
Yeah, I might have to cut all that silence out. We just had a huge bout of silence in the middle of I'm trying to
Where's
think
the huge bout of silence?
when he was talking because our listeners on the podcast can't hear him. I guess I could turn him up, but then that's confusing.
I can go over there.
He named the
whole
cow
minute.
Daisy.
Now they're
he gave the
chanting for
cow a
Daisy.
name. Daniel Bryan's
Daisy.
he's very
Daisy.
entertaining right now.
He is. If he throws that in the trash, you said you were done with wrestling tonight. I think I might be
That's
done
gonna
with
make you
wrestling.
mad.
It's gonna make me mad because that is the linear world fucking title right there.
Wait, so you guys,
This is his
you know what? I
character.
don't like this character at all.
Well, you're not supposed to. You're a fucking Mark.
Well,
Ah, you Mark.
Maybe, but I just don't like this character.
She
I
goes,
feel like this
"Maybe."
is like this to me is so boring.
Oh,
yeah, we're intrigued.
You guys are intrigued, and I'm thinking this is boring.
I'm intrigued.
She wants guys to come out and bounce their pecs.
Yeah,
I want them to wrestle. This
she
is
wants
wrestling.
Finn
We're
Balor's.
not allowed to look at women, but she wants to look
Oh,
at
yeah.
bulges.
I
and
don't
men
want to
coming
hear
out.
how he has
That's
a belt made
exciting.
out of cow and Daisy.
No, he
He
did
did-
it.
wow.
He threw it in the trash. No.
He's a heel. You're supposed to hate him.
But it's not that I hate. I've never liked him ever.
Well,
Ever.
see, I'm different because I never liked him, but now I like this character.
I've never liked
But
him,
I
but
still
I still don't like
boo
him.
I
this
think
character.
both of you are terrible.
And I think this character's boring.
I see. I thought his other character.
It's
was
not even
boring.
like it riles me up and makes me mad. I just find it completely boring.
Oh, he's probably got it in the backpack. Goodbye, Daisy. All right, just think you're doing it for the fans at home, Brian.
What do we got here?
What is this gonna be?
Unfurl it. Oh my god, it's a new world title.
Oh my freaking lord! It's made of wood.
No, it's not wood.
Well, it has
It
wood
can't be.
paneling.
He would have ruined the environment by killing the tree to make the.
Is it hemp?
Hemp and wood and like glass or whatever.
That's amazing.
So a tree was hurt in the making of that
Wow.
belt.
Oh,
Like
this is
Stone
nuts.
Cold was the first time like the smoking skull belt like that, the whole like belt change, and now Daniel Bryan.
This is huge.
This could be a new thing.
I
love it.
I mean, I love it. I do too. But I'm pissed that he threw the old belt away.
He's
Like,
really running with this character and doing a good job.
What are they saying?
Come on, call them fickle.
Yeah, we got nothing else in the chat. Oh wait, that is fine craftsmanship, Mr. Weaverface. Welcome, Mr. Weaverface. Yeah, that is actually fine craftsmanship. I like the wood paneling. It reminds me of my family's station wagon growing up.
100% sustainable organic.
Organic hemp.
Ooh, baby.
Here comes AJ Styles. Mr. Weaverface, for those of you who are watching or listening, is the gentleman who you catch his song at the beginning and end of our show every week. So we thank him for being a part of the Wrestling Dorks.
By the way, what I was talking about earlier, where we didn't know if they did not win a qualifying match. You fuck.
I don't
Sasha
know.
Banks went on Twitter and said declared ? So they declared they're in the elimination chamber. Which, why the hell did they just get to declare if there was qualifying matches on Raw?
We'll get to that
We'll
with
get
the
to that
rules.
later. Rules.
Rules is a big part of
Rules.
tonight's episode. Jay Lucky, what's AJ saying?
Rules are being
You
broken.
reading? What's he saying while we're ranting about rules?
Rules.
No, he wants to know if he smoked that championship belt.
Nice.
And for someone who doesn't like big corporations, you went out and found the biggest insurance policy I have ever seen.
Does it look like Rowan's gotten a lot fatter? Or is it just the gigantic...
Randall
Whoa.
Keith,
Wow, Randy Orton.
fresh off his RKO of Nia Jax,
Yeah, slamming a woman's face into the mat. That was...
which is acceptable.
Good for him.
Oh, whoa. We'll get to that in a second. She's all for violence against women, but only large
Nia
ones.
Jax.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's only down
First
with
of
beating
all,
up
she
big
entered
women.
the ring and she knew what she was doing.
Yeah,
If
we
she
gotta talk
would,
about that.
if she somehow would have won, I think I would have just stopped watching wrestling completely. I would have been done.
Interesting.
done.
Look, we're
A
all
woman-
threatening
a
for
woman
different-
against women getting
And that would be
equality.
any woman. Like I wouldn't even want Becky Lynch to do that.
Wow. I
Because
actually
now
am intrigued.
this apparently is WWE is getting back into what's super popular right now in indie wrestling, which is intergender wrestling.
Which I think they should do that.
That's
Andy
fine.
Kaufman.
Then don't have a men's Royal Rumble and a women's Royal Rumble. Do it an intergender Royal Rumble.
Maybe they will next year.
Then that would be perfectly acceptable.
But then a
for
lot
all
less
of them
people
to
have
enter.
jobs.
It'll be called the J. Lucky Memorial Royal Rumble Brother.
Why memorial?
Oh,
Because you'll
whoops.
be dead.
Am I
Nia
dead?
Nia Jax will have killed you.
Freaking memorial.
Well, every week Sam tries to kill you off or says your looks are going to die or something.
Can we fast forward? Or are we alive?
No, we're caught up. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had to pause it earlier, and then when we hit, because Sam was on his way, and then when we hit live, fucking R-Truth wins the U.S. title
Yeah.
with a roll-up on Shinsuke. And
Which
then-
he wasn't really down for 3. I
Yeah,
don't
makes
think.
no sense. I don't understand how that. This is
We'll
all.
talk about that then.
We got
We
a
can
lot to
talk
get
about
to.
it now, can't we?
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
we
think
can.
we can.
We're in a commercial break.
We are in a
All
commercial
right,
break.
so Truth got the title.
I want to check the flyer
with
score,
a
even though I'm
little
not
bit
allowed
of
to.
a roll up that looked like Shinsuke to me kicked out at 2. So I guess it was a way to protect Shinsuke and get Truth the belt. But I really think it was just a strange vehicle to have now Rusev and Shinsuke be
Yeah.
a team, which makes no sense. I want my stories to make some sense. Why is Rusev now back to heel?
It makes no sense.
Constant turning and
It's
dynamics
pissing me off.
with no proper foreshadowing or making sense.
Yeah.
Like I come from the soap opera world, all right? Like I want something.
I want weeks of build-up.
Yeah, like and this shit makes no sense.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. To me
Rusev
either.
said one time he's gonna team. No, it's gonna turn into the next bar or something, which it won't be that good probably.
Yeah, so
but
basically, we put the U.S. title on R-Truth of all people, just
Oh
so
no, we're gonna start hearing Shinsuke Day.
I don't know what that might be what the name of the tag team is. It is really ridiculous. They've basically in the last 24 hours taken 2 of the most over guys and turned them heel, Rusev and Elias.
yeah,
Elias had I put that in the notes.
I was gonna
Inexplicable heel turn. We'll have to talk deeper into that because
It's like they tried like we made you a face. He was better, and I think he was better as a heel, Elias.
yeah, but he was
But
getting
he could you could get him over as a face
Right.
too, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like so many things.
Let's
right
just fucking
now-
get into it because how long are we gonna be here? Are we gonna be here all night?
Apparently, I mean,
Right.
we need to reformat. Maybe we're not a companion show
Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean,
because a companion show truly would be.
but do you want to start at 10 o'clock every night?
I don't know.
every
I'm
week?
just saying, like, if people are watching us, first of all, if I'm them, I'm not watching us. I'm watching SmackDown.
Well, no, we actually gain more viewers after SmackDown ends usually. So I mean,
Okay.
we could wait till 10, but I kind of like coming on at 9:30 and just starting to bullshit around. So we're kind of like ready to rock at 10
Right.
o'clock.
But then we miss kind of what's going on sometimes.
Yeah,
or,
I got
or we have the dead air.
Yeah, there's
that you
only
hate.
5 minutes left.
Yeah, I got captions on.
Well, we've been on for like 20 something minutes,
Yeah.
30 minutes by now,
Yeah.
31 minutes.
Either
32.
either way. So now we've got Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, AJ Styles in the ring. Oh,
Mustafa. I guess he's still Mustafa Ali.
yeah, he still has a name.
Yeah, he'll just be Mustafa at some point.
Oh, he will.
A ring full of Hall of Famers.
And Eric Rowan.
I was gonna say he's not a Hall of Famer, right?
No. Oh, Randy Orton throwing some shade at Mustafa. We gotta wait for Samoa Joe yet. He's gonna come out.
Is
I'm
this
sure.
going to determine who the number one contender? They're going to have an
Yep.
elimination
There you
chamber?
Joe. God.
Oh.
Hey, how aroused was I on Sunday? Remember when him and Drew were fighting each other in the middle of the ring? Oh, I was ready to whip it out. It was.
He was
God.
super
She
aroused.
She was, and she
it
looked
was
at me
pretty
like, "Don't
freaky.
whip it out.
I
There's
was,
kids here."
I was like,
they
you
were going-
are too aroused.
It was
right
so
now.
awesome. My 2 favorite guys were just back and forth.
What does
Children
his
there
shirt
and
say?
you-
I'm back.
yeah.
What? Oh. Does he have a new shirt?
I need to get a Joe shirt.
Well, this is a new one. I'm
Hey,
back.
Jeff doesn't
Better
have his makeup
watch. Better watch what? I want to know what his shirt says.
Wow, Joe says, "Don't act like this is an AA meeting." All right, I'm turning this up. Joe's on the mic.
You would.
Oh, jeez.
You got lucky at the Rumble, so I know you're gonna come out here and run your mouth about how bad you are. But let me give you a little bit of a reality check. You see, Mustafa, you said that my eyes don't lie. Well, your eyes don't lie either, because last week they were closed real tight when I put your simple ass to sleep.
Nice.
And AJ, hey man, be honest with me. How's our old girl Wendy doing?
Oh, God. How's our old girl?
Well, I love that Joe has beef with everybody in the
Yeah.
ring. Joe's the ultimate asshole.
You know that Wendy storyline was stupid and terrible.
Oh,
I'm still trying to read his shirt. The back of his shirt.
Finisher fest.
yeah, pretty much. Daniel Bryan's flipping out, saying that his wood belt, nobody gets it.
Hemp.
Hemp.
With wood.
Organic hemp.
Oh, Triple H.
Trips.
Hey, I just wanted to confirm for you and the world that you are correct. You will not be taking on anyone.
Oh no,
WWE Super.
it's gonna be taking on all of them.
At the Elimination
Daniel
Chamber.
Bryan will be defending the WWE Championship
Oh,
against all.
it's Samoa Joe's gonna win the
I
title.
don't think so.
And you will do it inside the elimination.
Yeah, when I saw them all coming out, that's what I just assumed it was.
Oh, look at you! You didn't say
I
it
mean,
though.
There you
No.
go. Let the announcement
Nope.
happen for everybody.
So
You can see.
apparently Daniel Bryan's gonna be facing Samoa Joe and a bunch of scrubs in the Elimination Chamber at the next
and a bunch
pay-per-view
of scrubs.
on the 17th.
She says Samoa Joe's the only scrub.
Of course, she says that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you said she says that?
Yes, that's what she's thinking because he's large.
He's a large man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't like large people like
No.
Nia Jax.
Or
And
me.
She doesn't like hot people like Mandy Rose.
Yeah. Who do you like?
I hate everybody.
She is the hater of everything.
She's the hater of everything.
In
It's
wrestling,
starting to
she's
get
the
to
hater
that
of
point.
everything.
Yeah, it actually
She's
is.
me. I don't hate them for their looks.
You just hate them for
I
the
just hate them in
Oh
general.
gosh, are Sam and I alike? That's not good.
a little bit.
It's not good for you.
Yeah. All right. Well,
See, in the real world, she's the lover of everyone and everything. So wrestling's her getaway where she actually gets to hate.
She could sit here and
'Cause
hate.
In real life, somebody could walk in through that door now, threaten to kill both of us, and she'd be like, he seemed like a pretty
he
nice
did
guy.
seem like a nice guy. Yeah. Everybody's a nice guy is the theme of this podcast. You guys all know that if you're a longtime listener.
So is that the end of the
That was the end of
SmackDown?
SmackDown. So
I
let's
can't
get
help it.
fucking into it here, kids. The Royal Rumble on Sunday. We talked about the length.
Too long.
Way too
fucking
long. Way too long. You
But I
can't.
stayed up for the whole thing.
I
too.
had the hardest time staying awake.
Yeah, we can't.
I guess if a 4-year-old can do it, you guys can do it,
Yeah, I mean, we
Whatever old these kids are.
4. Jeez,
12 and 10.
she hasn't had a uterus in 5 years. What are you talking about? 4? Come on.
12's okay.
Yeah. Royal Rumble. So we'll go in order
been
of
4
what my
years.
notes are. Yeah, it has been 4 years.
Not even. Almost 4.
It's been 4 since you lost your uterus.
Almost
Look
4.
at me talking about free blasts on my podcast.
It took me a second. So Seth Rollins wins the men's Royal Rumble to close out the night. Was this the right choice?
Yeah.
You think? I mean, he's the guy.
So what was our picks? Do you have them down for my
I just know that you picked Seth and I picked Braun.
You know,
I know that much.
You
Go
know
ahead.
what I don't understand is we make these picks, you talk about your podcast, and we don't even have them down anywhere to go over.
Well, in my defense,
Actually, you even re-listened to our picks because I was trying to figure out who
Yeah.
I picked for
Yeah,
the
no,
tag
and-
team match.
here's the thing. We didn't
Which
do
I
any
was
kind of
wrong.
like punishment or winner or anything like that, so I didn't really care that much.
oh, we know.
We were just making picks. I just want to let it be known that I did win the family picks, though, so I won the Wawa gift card that
They
I bought
told
with
me
you
about
that
you.
morning. So
and the winner of this match.
winning back my own Wawa gift card, so
I'm surprised you got Wawa, not Cheats.
It's because this shit took me to Wawa.
Ah,
Yeah, he made me go to
that
Wawa.
was like Mr. Ooh La La, that one.
Yeah, it was pretty whack.
Is it because a certain wrestler likes Wawa, according to my notes?
According to our
Yeah,
notes.
let's
According
While
to
we're on
my
the
notes,
topic-
while
Talk
we're on
about it.
Wawa.
CM Punk weighs in and officially votes for Wawa over Sheets. Take that, Sheets.
Hey, don't disparage our new Twitter follower.
That's
Sheets.
your Twitter follower, not mine.
Yeah, well, why would they follow you? They realize that you have no taste.
You were just at Wawa and you were in there with your nose down and like, okay, the coffee's good.
I
I
admit
got
the
a
coffee's
nice
good.
sourdough cheesesteak. Oh, very good.
Yeah, he got a sourdough cheesesteak, and then
Sourdough melt.
I
yeah.
feel like Sheets should totally hook you up with like a free, I don't know,
I don't
like
need free shit.
unlimited
That's what he's
like
trying to get.
I
beverage
don't want,
fountains
you know what I
or
want? I want
sandwiches
retweets.
or something.
I don't care about free shit, free sandwiches. I want retweets. That's what I want.
He looks like he cares about free sandwiches.
Holy shit, dude!
He does. He does like Sheets sandwiches.
Yeah, I don't
He
know
should
why.
I thought you said he does. I was like, what the fuck? I'm leaving.
How about that weight
When
gain?
he said,
I
when he
said you do like Sheets
I know, but he
sandwiches.
said he looks like he likes free sandwiches, and you went, he does. He does. I'm like, what? I'm out.
Great.
Run
now
the
he's
show
gonna put on
yourself.
6 shirts. Thank
Yeah,
you, Sam.
I have another shirt to
Jeez.
put on.
How about that? How's the weight loss coming
Fuck
there, JB?
off. I lost 3 pounds in week 1. Week 2, I gained a pound.
Yeah, but you're
And then-
working out more.
And then here comes the.
But it could be freaking water weight.
Here's
It could
the-
be
That's
anything.
what I said. The way
These are the things
you
that-
weigh yourself so infrequently, it's tough to tell.
No, it's not infrequently. It's Friday.
It's a pound. It could
That
be
is, it's too
anything.
infrequent.
Maybe you needed to poop.
I pooped and then weighed in.
Oh,
So there
this
we go.
podcast is now literally shitty. Talking about your fucking bowel movements.
Because we said poop.
Oh my god, I hate that word. And now
Pamela, no, I'm wearing two. We talked. You missed at the beginning. I have an undershirt on, but I am wearing just a t-shirt. I'm not wearing like a million. So yeah,
you usually has a
But
long
still
shirt.
two, because geez,
it's
he
two
cannot wear
because
one.
a man can't wear an undershirt.
To become one.
For shit's sake. What were we talking about? Oh, me being fat. So yes, the big goal was to lose 5 pounds over 3 weeks, which is not unheard of.
Yeah, it's a shitty goal.
It's not unheard of.
Right, it's very realistic.
And I lost 3 in the first week, and I was
Yeah.
like, here we go, baby. And then the second
But we
week,
did change our eating and we changed and like working out. We did actually change our eating this time. Like our
the worst part
Sterling.
was like then I got all the
Which
things
is why
that
the
skinny
3
people say to
pounds-
fat people. Oh, you're gaining muscle. I love that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard that one. I was
What-
230 pounds
what
of
was
pure
the other-
muscle
what-
back in my day.
What was the other one you told me and I was dying?
what I said.
You went to the gym. Oh, it's because you went the way you said
No,
it was like
I think it was because I went to the gym that morning before I weighed in. She goes,
But
well,
do
you
you
were
know
already
what?
at the gym.
But do you know what? Whenever I go to the gym and weigh myself afterwards, I'm always heavier.
this is what I'm saying.
But I don't know why.
it's
Yeah.
not possible.
I'm telling
Unless
you.
you're drinking a metric fuck ton of water while you're there, then you could have more water weight. But if
Maybe.
you're at the gym working out and sweating,
But I drink water while I'm working out.
Metric fuck.
Well, I'm
Tom.
saying- if
Unless
you're-
I'm running, then I don't drink any water, and then I feel like I'm gonna die. But if I'm working out, I drink a lot of water,
Well,
other than running.
that's why I'm so fat. I
we're-
keep working out so much.
were they?
No, but I'm telling you, if you weigh yourself the day, I don't know. Every time, I'm telling you, every time I weigh myself after a workout, I weigh more.
Well,
Every
you know
time.
how like when a couple diets, the woman is always like, I can't lose weight, and he keeps
I
losing
can't lose weight.
She's now down almost 4 pounds. She lost 3 the first week and then half a pound the second week.
Right. Well, the first week was a fake
0.4
3.
ounces
0.4 pounds. It's not. That's
0.4 ounces.
or whatever.
almost half a
0.4
pound.
pounds.
What are you,
Yeah, whatever.
Nijax? It was 3, so you're down 3.5 pounds essentially. I'm now down 2.
Which 3.5 pounds is not a lot.
It's more than 2. I can tell you that.
Well,
And
you're
it's on a
gonna-
way higher percentage. Cause
Yeah, it's true. 3.5 pounds on you is like a toenail on me. There you go.
you guys are the worst.
And all this is just so I can maybe look good at Key West for
yeah,
you.
You're not going to look good. That's
Yeah,
the
and it's
thing.
for her. I
Like-
mean, yeah, like I know in my mind I'm not going to look
5
good for me
pounds
ever.
isn't doing nothing for you.
It's that number. If I could see that 1/8 something,
But
that's
she's
all I
not
want.
sitting on a number.
Took me way too long to figure out what the hell you meant.
190, 195, it don't fucking matter. It's still gonna be you. Now, if you're talking like 165, then we're talking.
You want me to be 165? Is that your goal for me?
I don't have any goals for you. You have goals for yourself.
165. If that's your goal for me, you're fucking start digging a grave now because we ain't ever fucking getting there.
Wowzers! This is just
That'd be
confidence
awesome if you
killer.
could do. I mean, you'd have to probably starve yourself.
It wouldn't matter. I fucking could starve
I think
myself and gain
changing the
weight.
way you work. I think this is like
He's
you're
sleep-
doing it.
he
You
sleep
just started
eats,
a new
too.
kind of workout. I feel like
started my new
changing your
workout this
workout's
morning.
going to make a huge difference.
I'm hoping.
And he's
because
got to quit sleep eating. I think what happens
Maybe I
is
sleep eat.
he
There's a
comes
good
down
chance.
and he's eating things and
He's like,
do
oh
you
my.
ever notice food missing?
when he's like, oh, I starved myself all day, and then we fall asleep, and he like sneaks out of bed,
Yeah.
comes down, and he's like,
Just eating everything in the world. No, man, I sleep good normally. I guess because I have a full belly. Where are we? Are we still in the first fucking thing?
Strowman. So yeah, Rumble. Let's talk about. Yes, Seth plays into. We might as well talk about it now. I know
Yeah,
it's on
just
Raw
just
Notes,
no.
whatever.
Go through the whole thing.
So
'cause-
Seth challenges Brock. What we expected at Mania after. He
and
won,
what a challenge
that he
it
wouldn't
was.
Pick, that he wouldn't pick Brian because it wouldn't make any sense.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, this is what the rumor had been. That it was going to be Seth Brock. So makes sense.
Right.
Um,
You should just grab your thing so you can view the chat because Pamela's talking, and I don't want to interrupt Sam, even though I already did.
I usually just interrupt him when he's done.
Well, I know, but
Actually
this
done.
way you can see him rather than me read it. Do you want me to read it in the Pamela voice? She just says, "Beer puts on weight. What's that in your hand?"
That is true. Carbs, a lot of carbs.
Just to be fair, I didn't have beer last week, and I still gained a pound. So,
You didn't
anyway,
have
Seth
it at all?
Seth Rollins.
I feel like
didn't.
shut up for Stolers.
I didn't.
Anyway.
I didn't. No, because I only had. Can we just move on? I'll gain the 2 pounds back this
Yeah,
Friday,
I'd be
and it's
proud of you.
fine. Yeah, thank you, thank you.
I want you to be 225.
I know you've always wanted me to. That's always been the goal for you and Justin was
No,
for me to just
see
like
300.
you guys just wanted me to just like just fuck
I'm
everything.
trending towards 300. I want to have a friend.
Trending.
So no, I mean Seth has really stepped up the promo he gave. Again, I think his promo has been really strong lately. He's got amazing in-ring ability. We already know that.
Oh, we're about to go up in followers.
I'm not bending over.
Oh.
Oh, terrible. Anyway, so
Dude,
yeah,
I was just really impressed. I'm sorry, but with the way he went out after Brock, not too many people do that. You know what I mean?
and he got absolutely
He
obliterated.
got obliterated,
He
but
took
it's
like
still
6 F5s.
just like we talked about last week. It was cool to see Brock doing things on Raw. You know what I mean? When he just comes out and like bounces his boobs, as Jen says, and doesn't do anything.
So let's take that, even though it's not next on the bullet.
Yeah.
Brock Finn.
Great match. Brock is the ultimate seller. He sold that corner of the table thing, and then like they're bringing in the diverticulitis thing along with it. It was awesome in my opinion.
I agree.
Hey, we agree.
I love Brock. You know that. Brock's
Oh, I
amazing.
know he is amazing.
And that he has very good matches with other with guys that are very good. Him and Braun would not be a good match.
No, he has good matches with small guys.
But he can make you believe that he's the type of guy, he'll sell for anybody. He's willing to make anybody look good, which to me is important. And he doesn't care who it
Why
is.
am I watching a commercial?
we have ads.
Yeah. So he makes
Why am I?
whoever he's in the ring with look as good as possible and sells to them as though they were 8 feet tall and 400
Absolutely,
pounds.
yeah. I mean, when it's that whole thing where Finn's not going to win, but for some reason
You get that
in the
little-
middle of the
that
match
little-
you suspend disbelief.
Right. And, that's how a lot of his wins are sudden, Brock, which I like. I mean, it's almost like actual MMA where a guy gets caught in a submission and he has to tap.
It could absolutely happen.
I had no problem with it. I thought it was a good match. Don't know what this means for Finn for Mania. Maybe down the road, Demon. For some,
Somebody in the crowd at SmackDown or Raw had a sign that said "Demons don't tap." It was kind of cool, because if you think about it, if he was the demon, he wouldn't, or probably wouldn't have
maybe
tapped.
wouldn't have been. Who knows though? I mean, that could be for way down the road because I don't know. Because now he's not facing Brock.
No, now he's starting to program with Lashley. It looks like.
Yeah,
which is fine.
I guess it's something.
Yeah.
I can't see anything.
What's the matter? What are you trying to see? Did you turn your mic back on?
I did.
Okay, just making sure.
But I can't.
All right, so
see
let's
a chat.
All right. So another thing that was
Am I
big.
not
Sam
logged
knows
in?
how to
So
do
am I
it.
logged in as like a viewer and not a. But still, I should be able to see the chat.
I think when you turn it sideways, you see the chat.
I don't know. This is why Sam's in charge.
He's in charge as long as he can get the chat up. I think turn it sideways.
Yeah, hold on.
So Jay Lucky, talk to me about your thoughts. Becky Lynch enters the Rumble after losing to Asuka. She enters the Rumble in place of the amazing Lana, who was my
amazing
number,
Lana.
by the way. Lana was my number that I pulled out of the hat.
Okay, so you won.
So I won because of
Yeah.
Becky Lynch. And it's because of that I got to keep my $10 Wawa gift card.
The thing is, though, you did predict it from last week.
I predicted the exact fucking thing that happened. How great am I?
Yeah, as soon as she lost.
Wait, let's not get carried away.
As soon as she lost, then she tapped. Yeah, so okay, I got the chat up here for you. We've got multiple viewers.
Yeah, that's what
People
happens.
watching.
Yeah, people watch us. I'm telling you, we're not like pieces of shit. People watch
You're
us.
a piece of shit. I just can't see anything that's in the chat, like Jay Lucky said.
Well, it's because you just joined. You don't get to see old chat. So type something in
okay.
there, and it
So
should
that's
pop
why
up.
you can't see like all
So
the
just
yeah.
type.
Oh, so
like-
anyway, what's the last thing in there?
She just said, "I need to hear a Pamela voice." Well, next thing that you type to us, if it's legit, I will ask
What's-
Jay
He
Lucky.
will read it in
Yeah,
Pamela voice.
Yeah, or I'll read it in the Pamela voice.
It is not a good Pamela
It's
voice.
It's pretty much how I envision. It's like what I figure it sounds like. But I refuse to do an accent because with you watching, I can't. It's
I
too
want the
embarrassing.
accent.
I'm not doing a damn accent.
I want an accent.
I don't know what you just did, Sam. Was that a
I just
dog?
threw some emotes in there.
I don't even know. What is an emote?
These are the things I was telling you last time that you can get like on Twitch. Like it's you don't want to listen to any of my Twitch.
Well, we're old. This is funny because remember we were trying to figure out that fucking FaceTime bug? We have 3 like late 30-year-old fuckers sitting here
Well, I
trying
don't
to.
think it's probably like the easiest thing in the fucking world to do. Everybody would have been doing it.
Yeah.
They just figured it out. So,
All right.
the hell were you guys
I
talking about
was
while
asking
playing
her
that?
about her thoughts on Becky Lynch, and I was gloating
Oh
about
my
how
gosh,
I
I'm
picked-
super excited.
So what did you think? I mean, what all was going through your mind as a huge Becky Lynch fan when she lost to Asuka and then came back? Like,
Well, when she lost to Asuka, I was upset. But then I was like, maybe your prediction's going to come true, which I kind of hoped it didn't, just for the fact that I didn't want you to gloat.
which
But
I would never do.
But I do love Becky, so I was very happy that she won. I was happy she got in it. I was like super excited. Then I figured when she was in it, she was going to
Well, then
win.
remember
Because
Nia
I can't
Jax?
imagine that she would have went in it. And
Then
not
remember
won.
Nia like injured her, and it was like, oh God, is that going to be the reason she loses, or is it going to be a Becky overcomes situation?
Yeah.
So that was
Nope.
pretty damn exciting. Nia almost ruined it once again, which would have been great.
No, it wouldn't have been great.
I wouldn't have won a Wawa gift card if that was the case.
Would have been really
So
upsetting.
again, the right decision for you, booking man. I mean, makes sense.
Yeah,
Obviously,
I mean,
especially with everything that's transpired afterwards.
Yeah.
She deserves it. I can't clap
That
in the
was a
microphone.
terrible
My hand.
clap.
I can't clap. Oh my gosh. Hold on. There we go. Apparently, I can't just use fingertips.
Everybody was very
Like
happy
golf
when Fit Finley allowed her to
Oh
be
my
in
God.
the match.
It's funny because in the back of my mind, I was like, why the fuck is Fit Finley? But then he's the booker of the women's division.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I had to look it up. I looked it up and I was like, oh, that's the reason he was the
He's-
guy.
And he's Finley, and he loves to fight.
And he's also Irish. It's fucking, I'm telling you, they
Even though
collusion.
isn't she Scottish?
Is she not the Irish
Is
last
she? I
kicker?
don't fucking
I
know.
think she's the last kicker.
You're thinking Drew McIntyre, which
Yeah, he's
happens
Scottish,
a lot.
yeah,
I do the same
McIntyre's
thing.
Scottish.
I was gonna say
I think
she's
Drew
the last
McIntyre a lot,
kicker.
too.
Yeah, they're
But-
fucking confusing. Claymore, whatever the fuck it is. Anyway, yeah,
Claymore.
obviously she's the hottest thing.
Just-
She's the hottest fucking thing going. And I'm mad that, as we found out on SmackDown, it looks like they're gonna shoehorn Charlotte.
They're going to try to
into
put Charlotte in.
a three-way at Mania instead of just having it be Becky and Ronda, because they were straight fucking fire on Raw. The
It was
next
amazing.
night. They were going at it hardcore. Now Ronda got tripped up by the audience because they were booing her.
So
like
let me
crazy.
ask you. We rewatched it tonight because she wanted to see it, and which, by the way, let me tell you something. What a woman! I'm sitting here. I
Who's
made
a woman?
this one.
Oh, I
You disagree?
Yeah.
I made dinner for us because she's a great
Right
woman.
there, stop.
I knew
You
you
just
were gonna-
lost her. What a woman! But she didn't even make dinner for you. You're sitting there making
Hey,
dinner.
I worked late tonight.
What a woman, to my right.
Oh,
And she says she worked late, bringing home the bread. What a man over here. You're the man, like Becky Lynch.
it is funny because when she got home, I said, "Dinner's not ready yet. I'm sorry. Don't hit me." Like as a joke, obviously. I swear, I ran into a doorknob. But no. But listen, I was just gonna say, I made dinner. We were sitting here about to eat, and I said, "If you want to turn the TV on or something, whatever." She goes, "Why don't you turn on Raw?" I didn't get to see Becky Lynch. And that's a woman. I'm telling you, that's the kind of woman you need to find on Bumble.
Oh, you mean like the one that, well, if you slave her hot stove for him all day and tidy up the house, that they allow you to
Let's-
watch the wrestling?
Let's not get ahead of our. You ate my food tonight too, so
I
don't act
know.
like.
I had to. Fucking, now that I'm the only one working 7 jobs in this podcast anymore.
Was it not great food?
Yeah, it was good.
You didn't get the lettuce and the tater tots though, or the broccoli tots.
I was hungry as fuck. It was good.
Yeah, by the way, I posted a picture of that dinner on Facebook. It got way more hits than anything Wrestling Dorks have ever done. Like, it's crazy.
Because it's friends.
Yeah, I know, but that's come on, man.
I-
Kill my joke. the joke was done. It just,
I
didn't have
told you.
to-
I was
if-
thinking
if
the
you
same
straight
thing when he said that to me
posted this
earlier.
feed on Facebook under John Marlette, it would probably have 100 views because you have like 50 friends. So yes, Becky, obviously great, but they did this right. Becky and Seth, they made both the right calls in my opinion.
I agree.
So down with that, I was super pumped. I was talking about Ronda. She got fucked up by the audience.
See, I didn't think she did. I think that she did that on purpose.
No, they got her good.
No, I don't think so.
Did you watch it? Because
I did.
You
I
fell
watched it
asleep.
twice. I watched it
You
twice.
did
I watched
not.
it today at work, and then I watched it with her.
She
Remember
even
the Great
said,
Woman
like,
thing?
Like she lost her track and like, all right, you got me.
And it sounded like she planned to say that.
No, there's no chance.
I swear to you.
She
no,
was
she
fucking
intentionally.
shell-shocked.
No, you're dumb.
I
She
don't think
intentionally.
it was intentional.
No, she did. No.
And then,
I mean, I only
I
watched
think
it
that
once.
she's
but
better-
from the one time I watched
no,
it.
she fucked
You
up.
were
I don't-
blinded by Buffalo
And
Chicken
then
I
Wrap.
don't-
Becky put the fucking bootster on Twitter today too. Oh,
Oh yeah, what all did she say?
But But as much as she kind of like got lost in the first part there, when
came
they were
back.
face to face,
She was.
like I
Yeah.
said, wow,
Intense.
that was it
Yep.
was good. Like
Some good stuff.
at first I thought she was holding back like laughing, and the very first thing she said, because she had like dimple, like she was smirking, like trying not to laugh, but then all of a sudden you could see she went to like a place, and that was it. Like once she went
That's
there,
what we
she was
need.
done.
It looks like real hate, and there might be some real hate there, but that's what we need. That looked legitimate, like, and she was saying a lot of like true things, like, which I was kind of leaning to, like, do I really need to hear like in real life I can kick your ass?
Yeah, I know.
Like, to me, sounds kind of stupid when we're trying to suspend again belief on watching like that these are competitions.
Yeah, I don't
whatever.
like. I didn't like. I mean, I like the line, but when she said I could kill you right now, I'm like, yeah, you could.
Right,
actually.
right, yeah, we know,
Don't make
yeah.
fun of my fake sport. Come on.
Yeah.
Like,
So then on Twitter, basically, Rhonda was like, the difference between you and I is that everything I say is actually true,
right.
and I'm a killer. And Becky comes back and basically said, like, yeah, Ronnie, you're a killer. You were completely murdering that segment until the man came out
Saved
and
you.
saved you.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Yep.
Well,
Becky's
it
so
did
good at
turn
shit
around.
talk.
She is.
Once Becky came out,
Yeah.
it did turn around. It was like kind of boring, just like 'cause she was just sitting there.
Well,
and
yeah.
standing
You're
there in
bored by
silence.
Daniel Bryan. So
Well, she was
we don't
sitting there in
trust you.
silence for so long. just
She only
letting-
likes it when they
once
flip
you let
around
the
or-
crowd get over you, like you're just then it's kind of like all right.
But I'm telling you, she
Yeah,
didn't.
she was struggling.
She did not
She
struggle.
did.
I
she
fucked up.
struggled.
think that
There's
she
no way
intentionally
she
did that.
intentionally. No,
She was not planning for them to be so against
No,
her.
I think she was.
definitely think you're wrong.
I think that they told her ahead of time, hey, they're going to be booing you like crazy. Act like you're all flustered. And I just think, because
But
if you go
what?
back,
Why?
because she goes, because we're,
And then
we
all of a
now
sudden she
think,
turns it around. She's super not flustered and like
we
ready
all
to like
think
kick
that
ass
she
and
like
take
is
names.
get actually flustered by this shit because she was so quickly said, okay, you got me to flub my lines or whatever. I forget the exact line that she said. She
didn't
just said
say
it
it so quickly.
She said it so.
She lost.
She
and
barely flubbed
she
a line
used to
and then
gather
immediately
herself.
said that
I
line.
feel like she said that out of like pure honesty.
It was, yeah.
Like I don't think it was planned. I feel like that was just an
and then
honest
she reined
statement.
herself
Like,
back.
Hey,
in.
I'm
She's
the
like,
one that got all
okay,
the
you
Royal
got
Rumble
me.
picks right, so I know things and you guys don't know anything. So
That's fucking terrible.
So moving on.
terrible.
Nia Jax entered the men's Royal Rumble at the end there, took R-Truth's place. Apparently he was rewarded with the U.S. title, but apparently Jay Lucky, our resident expert on women's wrestling, does not like the fact that women are now fighting men.
Whoa. I don't care. If it was not a men's Royal Rumble, I would not care. And I know she wasn't the first woman, whatever, to compete
Right.
in the men's Royal Rumble. However, if you're going to have, but they didn't have women's Royal Rumbles then.
Right.
They have them now.
So that's where she
If
belongs.
they
is what
want
you're
to
saying.
do, like I said, if they want to do an intergender men's and women's Royal Rumble, I am fine with it. But like the fact that she just thinks she's like all that and just like, oh, I can kick
I mean,
these
I
men's ass.
see your point.
And you know what? She probably could take a few of the men.
eliminated Ali.
But she can probably like a good amount of, not want to say a good amount, some men in the men's division total. She probably could take out.
Right.
What are we
But
talking about?
Jax could
Take
them
out what though?
Certain men.
In what? In real life?
No. Well,
Well, we're not talking real life.
Okay.
Like-
We're in
That's
the
what I'm
realm
no,
of
but
wrestling.
there are some.
Like it would be believable if she
It
beat.
would be believable for certain
Right. I
part
mean,
of the
here's
roster.
Here's the thing. If for intergender wrestling, you need to suspend the belief of, like, I don't think, and again, I know this isn't what, like, you can't have Alexa Bliss go against the Big Show.
Right.
Well,
I don't
right.
want to see something like that.
Or even Alexa Bliss versus Randy Orton. I mean, really, it can't. Not even that close.
Right. In a match.
Right.
If they have interaction in a
Excuse
Royal
me, can
Rumble.
you not say Alexa Bliss? Can you just say Bliss?
Why is
You
that
make
in the name?
Alexa talk.
Oh, you think so?
Did Alexa just said to you, I'm sorry, I did not hear what you said.
Well, maybe you
Oh.
should have
Oh,
your,
I didn't
your
know who you were
girl
talking
Alexa.
about.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Oh, the Amazon.
Alexa is talking to you, Sam.
Bliss. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so
I had no idea what was going
Did you
on
just
there.
hear what she
No,
said?
I didn't.
She goes, I'm sorry, I did not hear what you said.
so Alex Bliss. Yeah. So yeah, if it makes sense in certain situations, yeah, I'm all for it. It can't be every single woman just because a lot of the women's division in WWE, some of them are super petite and it just won't make any sense. Like Casey Catanzaro. Like
I wanted to talk about her.
She's not going to be in there, running the ropes against Kamala.
Or anybody.
I
Again,
mean-
there's such a size disparity between all women and the men. I mean, really,
unless
unless you're talking Nia Jax or Tamina or that Rhea Ripley.
Right.
Yeah,
But I mean, so I'm saying some of the stuff's fine. I mean, you want to have Mickey James in there, a veteran. Then you have some mixed tag matches. But
No,
the reason they didn't do it before was because of the whole domestic violence. This isn't about domestic violence. The woman is wanting to be in this competition with the man. It's not.
See, I feel like this has nothing to do with any of that. It's not intergender. It's not a statement. It's the most hated person on the roster, like genuine hated, getting her comeuppance, because basically it was like a here you go fans.
So you don't think there's going to be
No. And I'll eat my words if something happens down the road, I'll say that I was wrong. I think this was because Nia punched Becky in the face, because Nia is just super hated by the fans. She got in there, she took an RKO, she took a couple other big moves. I think it was just for us to watch an
Men
asshole.
kicking her out of the
No,
ring.
it had nothing to do with men, women. I think it was just
'Cause I
her
think
getting
she
her
got-
ass kicked.
I don't think so. She got a huge rub off of this. She held her own. She knocked out Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, but at one point then all the wrestlers
Yeah, but it took all of them to gang up on her. I think this is a huge thing for Nia Jax.
good for you for thinking that. You're probably wrong, but I think it was just a comeuppance for the hated person.
Well,
Sam,
and-
you're wrong about everything tonight.
Yeah,
You
you're
two
really off
hate
tonight.
Nia Jax so much that you just are blinded and you think, "Whoa, this is."
Which, by the way,
give
we
everybody
did make a
this.
comment last night. We both think she's gotten a little bigger.
You guys are the
No,
you
it's
guys
because they
are
put her in a-
terrible
We said,
people.
right?
Yeah, but they put her in a.
What? If she got bigger, she got bigger.
No, she didn't have her normal attire
J-Lo-
on.
By the way,
Lucky's-
this stupid show you have on, this fucking Temptation Island, they just blurred out horse penis. Like it was
Like
a
an actual
horse there.
penis or the word?
No, a horse's penis.
Oh,
was
they blurred out a horse's penis?
I mean, maybe it had an erection.
Maybe the
or
horse just
something.
has a blurry penis.
But what's this show? I'm guessing they're talking. God, this is terrible. This is people make fun of wrestling.
See,
This is
look.
what should be made fun
Look,
of.
Pamela, do you see what she says? You can read it. I'm not reading it. I don't want. She says she wants to hear the accent. I don't know where she's from, so I don't want to.
You do know where she's from.
Do I? What did she say?
Wow, you are really awful.
Where was it?
All right, well,
Liverpool.
at least do her voice.
Is it
Shit.
Liverpool?
Just
So anyways-
just do-
See, I remember things.
In the chat, Pamela says, "I want the accent. I love Nia Jax getting beat by the men. I hope my contacts are going funny. I hope this means retaliation between men and women come back. I also hope that retaliation.
I feel like you do that voice for anything you read.
Really? That's
Why
just
would
how I
that be
read?
her accent?
That's not I didn't put on an accent. I can't do an accent for an English person because then I'm
Okay,
embarrassed.
fine. Anyway,
Did I ever tell you that I used to trick customers at my first job that I ever had? I worked the ice cream station at a buffet. Go figure.
you were. In
By work it, I mean I ate ice cream
yeah.
at a
Oh
buffet.
my god, how much money does this buffet lose because of you?
I worked ice cream station at a buffet, and like I would pretend I would put on an English accent, and customers would ask like, "Where are you from?"
And now we're asking you to do one.
I'm not doing it for an English person. I'm not. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I'd be like,
why are you embarrassed?
if I asked you to do a Long Island accent in front of her, would you do it right now?
yeah, what do I give a fuck?
I don't know. It's
You care
embarrassing.
way too much about fucking what people think.
No, it's because I don't want to lose our one viewer every week.
I think you may have just insulted her with that voice,
What do you mean?
let alone an accent.
Oh. All right. What's next on the list there?
Don't you have one?
I do, but I was maybe thinking that one of you fucks. But all right.
Your Nia Jax take is so far fucking off. But
I don't
let's
think
move on
it
to the
is.
next
I
point.
think it was a.
This is
it was a
huge
getting a
thing for her.
comeuppance. Nah.
Huge, awesome.
No,
thing
it was a
for
good
Nia
thing for
Jax.
her, but I think that you're reading
Took
like
her push right into the elimination chamber.
I think that it was not about starting a whole men versus women thing. I think it was just a
not
heel
starting-
getting a
it's
We're out of
comeuppance.
order. I can't
It's
follow this
bringing
anymore.
back
It's right
intergender
here.
wrestling in
We're out of order.
WWE because it's a huge thing in the indies right now.
I think we're going to skip Brian versus AJ because nothing really happened. in that
But
match.
you already talked about it being 7 hours long.
Yeah, well, it's just
Okay. Let's
So
talk about
Shayna
the next
Miz-
one.
Something happened, yeah. The Royal Rumble match and Rowan interfered. We talked about that, right?
yeah,
Kind of.
yeah. So Shayna and Miz win titles with I got to tell you,
Schmiz.
that was a pretty fucking good shooting star press that Shane
That
did
was
for a
insane.
48-year-old man
Did
to
I
do
text
that.
that to you, Shane? Exclamation point, or was it? Oh no, it was somebody else. Because I figured you were like 6 hours behind.
It wasn't 6 hours behind.
Whatever
I was
the
like
hell you
15
were.
minutes, but yeah,
But dude, when he had that shooting star press, I was like,
It was.
That was
It was
sweet. Like,
he did what Brock Lesnar couldn't do when Brock Lesnar was in his 20s.
yeah. But I mean, Brock Lesnar has to get around a lot more weight than Shane.
Yeah, but I don't know. Not these days. Shane's looking like
Brock Lesnar sucks. Let's just move
he
on.
probably weighs in after the gym, if you know what I mean. Like he's putting on some weight, like
Yeah,
me.
Shane's not like 280, 290.
All right, fine, whatever. He's still 48 fucking years old.
Yeah. say
it was
Shane was
impressive.
No, I was just saying.
But yeah, Brock got around, but he almost broke his neck.
Sam.
What?
Pamela said yes. Thanks for remembering, Sam. Yes, Liverpool.
Yes,
And
I
then she
listen.
said, John, that's exactly how I
See, I
sound."
told you. I knew it exactly.
This
See, I'm
is-
good at accents.
This is how their relationship works. Neither of them remember what the other person says, so they never can be mad at each
See,
other.
No. I remember everything.
No, let's. Sometimes
him.
on the show, I have to play a character, and I play the aloof, terrible boyfriend, so that he actually looks like a good guy, so that women will be like, "Boy, that
really not
Sam sure
working."
does seem like a good guy."
Actually, no, that's not true because you always forget stuff Sam talks about too. Sam can tell you and I a story, and then like 3 weeks later he'll say something. You'll be like, "You never said that," and I'm like,
These are
yes,
not our
he
real
did. He sat
personas.
here
I'm
and
actually
told us.
amazing. I made an awesome buffalo chicken lettuce wraps for these people tonight, so I'm a good guy that does good things. I shovel out spots. I do things.
You're a good guy. You just don't listen sometimes.
Come on now.
At least you pretend like you do, so that's appreciated.
There you go.
Just nod. God, that pizza looks horrendous. What the fuck
It's
is
a Little
that?
Caesars. It's
Pretzel
a pretzel
But
pizza.
Sam
pizza.
does have an
God.
impressive memory because Sam does remember things that we talk about.
So did Rain Man and Forrest Gump. I mean, that's not really saying much.
Compared to those two great men.
So should what else from the
Way more than I
Rumble?
do.
Well, yeah, I mean,
What the hell you were talking about Shane and Miz? Yeah.
yeah, I
Shane
mean,
and
well, I was
Starbucks.
talking about.
Yeah, this is. I think it's pretty clear that they had Miz's dad out again tonight on SmackDown and
Yeah.
really put that over. At some point, maybe at Elimination Chamber when they defend the title against the Usos, this is going to lead into the only thing I think we're all waiting to see is does Miz stay the bad guy? Like he's
Right?
been
Does
in the
Miz
past?
turn against Shane,
or does somehow Shane play the heel role in this case?
I want that to happen, but it's hard to like a sympathetic Miz character. Can that really
Tough,
go over?
yeah.
It's
And
gonna be
Miz is
tough.
so good at being a heel.
Yeah, it'd be really difficult.
Do you think he turns on his dad?
That's what I wanted
and then-
tonight. I
and
wanted
then-
something to happen with
And
the
then
dad.
Mr. Miz is in the corner of Shane.
You want
at
him to
Mania?
turn on his dad?
I wanted somebody to like low blow the dad tonight. I mean, I'm like, why are you bringing this old man out on? I mean, you don't bring someone's dad into the ring and not like
Unless you hit him in the nuts.
you hit him in
Or
the
unless
nuts.
he's
It's
Vince
gonna be a
McMahon.
nut shot, and even Vince takes a few shots every now and then.
He used to take a ton of shots
He did
back in the day.
Yeah, but now not so
Yeah,
much.
he took a shot from AJ the other week. Took a headbutt from Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
a couple
oh.
years back.
Yeah, remember that?
Oh, that's
Kevin
true.
Owens. There's a name.
He'll be back soon
Yeah,
at some point.
yeah. The roster's
And
gonna
Sami
be
Zayn?
roster's gonna be pretty damn full. Yeah,
Do we have on here
Probably
the
not.
surprises from the Rumble?
Sami Zayn's
Like the
music makes
surprise
me happy.
entrance?
I mean, I put down Jeff Jarrett on the Raw under Raw notes.
Okay. Yeah, Double J coming back. I was shocked. I didn't see that
I was
coming.
really shocked, and like,
Do you know what I was shocked about? He
Yeah.
looks exactly the same, except he's a little heavier.
But listen,
Why
yeah.
was that a little heavier? He's
No,
way heavier.
no,
Now,
no,
here's
no,
the
no,
thing.
no.
Luckily,
He's
she
not-
doesn't notice weight.
But he's
apparently.
not that. Really? You thought he gained a lot of weight?
No,
So
I-
you fucks say we think Nia Jax gained some weight, and then Jeff Jarrett comes out looking like a shaved me, and you think he didn't gain any weight.
No. He gained a little, but like just age weight, but not like.
Oh my god, it's such a double standard. Double J looked fat, all right?
No, he did not.
I,
He looked
I'm
older.
down with the age weight. I like
looked
age. I
older
like that
and he had
term
age
actually.
weight.
I'm hoping I can use that later in life. Jay Lucky, it's just age weight. Just let it. Don't worry about
there
it.
is age
All the
weight.
water's out of the pool now because I'm in it, but it's age weight.
Yeah, so isn't it weird they brought back Double J to turn Elias heel?
Yeah, one of the biggest dicks of all time comes back
Yeah.
and turns someone else heel.
I mean, and the funny
nostalgia
thing
will
is-
always. I mean,
nostalgia. I never really liked Double J. I liked
Me
his.
neither.
I
Dude, you
liked
should
his. I liked his shtick. I liked
Yeah.
the JE double F, and coincidentally, and we'll segue into that. Casey from Chicken Duck stole basically Double J's shtick because Casey's character was Zach Lee. ZAACKKLEE. That's Zach Lee.
That's
So-
pretty good. Dan, my friend Dan, he least favorite wrestler of all time is Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
So he was beyond pissed when like I guess his jaw dropped. He absolutely did not want to watch Raw the next night because he knew he'd come out. Can I tell you though, Jeff Jarrett can throw some punches.
You like his punches?
Dude, I mean, and it was all over the internet. Jeff Jarrett has the best
Working
pure
punch.
striker. They used to say about the Undertaker.
Yeah.
But if you watch that Raw, because I watched it twice, you
And
only
there are
watched it
plenty
once
of
because you're not a real
bad
fan.
punches out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Shane O'Mac.
But
Yeah.
I love that Jeff Jarrett was still wearing like the straps. Like
Yeah.
that was the least flattering
Yeah.
thing that age weight. Sticking with that. That's a good
Oh,
term.
so Pamela said, talking of weight gain, Brock looked a bit flabby.
Incorrect.
No,
What is she talking
I
about?
feel like I agree with her.
Maybe it's age weight,
Based-
but it's not.
Based on the last time he came out, like 5 years ago, and then he came out, for
This is
defend his.
preposterous. I think he looks
I think he
great.
looks way better than he
Yeah.
did like last
He
year.
was more cut last time he came out.
Do you
When's
not
last
have high
time?
def in
It was
Liverpool?
probably the last pay per view because he doesn't come out for anything but pay per views.
This is ridiculous. Sam, back me up. I mean,
I
these
think
women are
he looks
turning
in
against
tremendous
us.
shape.
He's
No,
amazing. looking.
he looked compared to the last
Although,
time he
is
was
she-
out.
is
I
she-
would
Wait, is it
agree.
because he was in the ring with Finn?
I was to say, or is it because Chris Jericho was drunk and tweeting during Royal Rumble?
Chris Jericho
and said
was-
something about Brock's weight.
Huh?
Yeah,
You
I missed
guys-
that.
Chris. It was all over. Jericho was tweeting like
Live tweeting during the Rumble. and
Yeah,
he was
where
drunk.
he was. It seemed like he was drunk based on what he was like, just taking shots at Brock, and then he was saying about he loves seeing WWE like basically push their trash because they're not even interested in him. They only are interested in like 6 guys. So like he was saying like WWE's all of a sudden pushing all these random mid carders because they want them to stay happy and stay in WWE, and he's like, we don't even want them.
And apparently he called
Huh?
Brock fat or out of shape or something.
Yeah,
didn't
which
he?
is funny because Brock's in a million times better shape than Chris Jericho.
Yeah, Chris Jericho's got talk about age weight.
Age weight.
That's
He's
age
one of
weight
the-
right
yeah.
there.
Well, Chris Jericho's never been in good shape
No,
for a wrestler.
When he first.
that's kind of like I've never been in good shape for a person.
Yeah. Like Jericho's never been considered really muscular or cut.
No,
Yeah.
When he went on a hiatus and came back, and you were like, "Why is he so fat and wearing underpants?"
he still wears those little underpants, and it's
You
like,
were so
was
upset that he
very
was wearing
upset.
little underpants with his belly.
yeah. But as far as our chat is concerned, Brock Lesnar, I'm sorry, it
He
did
looked
not.
good to
He
me.
looked good.
He was more cut last time he came out. Last month.
What is wrong with you people?
I don't know.
So apparently Brock Lesnar and Nia Jax are on the same diet plan.
However, speaking of diet plan,
Oh, God.
Dana Brooke looked thinner. She looked
Yeah,
more
no,
toned.
she looked
and she looked
way-
in better shape. She was actually faster.
Jesus, you guys watch the show so different.
No,
than
no,
I
no.
do.
She was faster. I thought she.
Yeah.
She looked.
Well, they talked about it during the Rumble. I think that there was yapping going on.
Okay.
So
I
they
didn't
actually
hear
talked
that.
about it, I guess, or maybe it was during Raw. It was during something because Renee Young said that she made the comment Dana Brooks changed her training plan or something. So they're actually making a point of it.
Oh, maybe that's it. But she looked. Her wrestling even looked better. Like
Well,
she
yeah.
looked faster and like
You know, I can do
her
things
moves
better
looked
when I'm
cleaner.
thinner.
I don't
too,
know.
yeah.
Like I feel like it just was.
I feel like
it
you
looked
guys
better.
watch WWE and you're like, he gained 5, she lost 5. He gained 10, she lost 15.
I'm not
Maybe
gonna,
It's
Maybe
like 2
because
women
we're-
watching.
It could be because we're on like such a weight thing right now where we're noticing everything.
I'm not going to deny that. I mean, we do watch. Like, if somebody comes out, I'm like, what was I talking about? We were talking about Bailey's ass tonight when we were watching Raw. Bailey. Sorry, I
Oh.
said Belly. I meant Bailey.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about her butt, and she needs to wear.
Well, because you always talk about how nice her butt is, and I said something about her pants, the way they always make it
busting
look.
on Bailey's butt.
Wait,
Well, Bailey's ass
wait,
is
whoa.
incredible.
I did not bust on it. I just said they need to put her in different pants.
Actually, that's true, and I agreed. She needs to have pants that kind of, you know, the move that, like when pants kind of under the cheek, they kind of go up, like the. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not really that. You guys
Never
are
mind.
over here and fucking.
Sam doesn't look at women's ass.
I do, but I'm not on the Cosmo of every episode of WWE judging. Oh, these pants look like this week, and this I like Bailey's ass. That's all I know. All right.
All right. So did you want to talk? We already talked about Elias turning back to heel. Do we? Is there? And Road Dogg came out. Jay Lucky, did you have anything to add about that? We already talked about Jeff Jarrett, but wasn't it nice to hear the road?
You didn't
No.
know.
Oh, wasn't it so great? I mean, just that'll never get
Anytime
old.
any Of like,
Well, and the Road Dogg, that will never get old.
No.
Like, even when
And
they.
they sang with my baby tonight.
Oh, and I was singing at the grocery store today. I was walking around going, "Spend my days." It was so good.
I was singing it at work
It's so
today.
fucking catchy.
It's got. I don't even know like 4 lines.
I like when he went to Renee Young.
On
and
with
she's
my
like,
baby
I don't know the
tonight.
words, I
Yeah,
don't know the
Renee
words. And then he goes, "It's okay, I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't remember them."
I have a feeling.
But then he started. It was just
Yeah.
fine. It was just funny. He's like, "I don't know this part either."
Oh, and there you go. When he came out, her and I both went, "Ooh, Road Dogg's put on a little bit of weight." Like we both said it. So you're right. We do kind of look
You
at
guys
weight.
are the king of body shaming.
We don't body
King
shame
and queen.
outwardly. We
Of body shaming.
Wait, what did you say about him?
well, remember we said Road Dogg. We put on a little bit of.
I said he looks the same too, just a little heavier. Age weight.
Yeah, there's age weight. See, age weight's a thing.
I feel like when you're super muscular
can
and
you
if
have
you
age weight
kind of
at
like
36?
so. Pamela said that she loved JR and the King back on commentary, but she felt like it was missing something. What do you think?
I think it was missing JR.
No, it was the King and JBL.
JBL.
She means JBL.
Yeah.
But
JR, that would have been great.
the King just does. His commentary is dated.
However, the commentary he had during what match was it? And we were like, oh, that's something he would have said back. Like, there was like when he started doing, I forget what he said now. Damn. He was saying something, and you and I laughed because we're like, oh, that's like how we thought,
Yeah,
like,
I
oh,
don't
that's
remember.
old school.
But
I forget what it was, but it was.
yeah, when Lawler talked, he's still saying like the same jokes, or maybe even the same exact jokes that he was saying in the '90s, and
Yeah.
it doesn't quite hit
No,
anymore.
but there were some things he
but
said
it's good
that
to hear
were
his
funny.
voice. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's a
but I agree,
throwback.
it was missing. Like,
But for like an hour-long match, it was kind of like
it was missing something for like these matches. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, but there were some things he said that were funny. That like they were. I don't know. It was nice to hear his voice though.
She says, "Sorry, JBL, I am tired." All right.
She did wake up just to listen to us.
Which, you're crazy. I gotta ask, what time do you go to work? Like, are you working?
Wait, what time is it? It's 8 hours difference than here.
I don't think it's 8.
6. It's some big. It's a
It's
pretty
something
big difference. I
big.
thought
So
it was
she's
8
getting
hours.
up like super early. You need to fill us in and tell us, and maybe I'll even read it.
What
in an
time is
accent.
it there?
And I just want to know, what time do you get up and go to work? Because like, are you watching us and then going back to bed and then going to work? Like, I'm confused by the whole situation. So, anyways, did you want to talk about an Kurt Angle retirement match theory that you had? You texted me that.
Yeah, after watching, what happened the last couple nights and him losing again.
Yeah.
And just kind of looking like a little bit weak. I feel like he's going to have like a moment over the next like so many weeks on Raw. Maybe another loss happens and he starts questioning himself and he ends up putting his, because he never actually had a retirement match.
No, he just kind of
And
left.
he ends
right.
up putting his career on the line at Mania, maybe against Baron Corbin.
That'd be fine. I mean, I think you're right. I think that they're trying to do a little bit of an angle, like where he is a broken
angle
man,
for angle?
an angle where he's a broken man and needs this job, like almost like the Heath Slater "I've got kids" angle. But it doesn't really work because he's like a Hall of Fame
Yeah,
legend.
right,
Like it doesn't really
exactly,
work
yeah.
that way. But all right, what else we got on here? Oh, let's just get right into SmackDown because it happened tonight. With the R-Truth, Rusev, Nakamura thing, I mean, we touched on it in the first half hour of the show, but the fuck is going on turning Rusev heel now for no reason? Like, does this
I
make
don't
any
get-
sense?
It seems like, and it was quick too. Like, and like I said, I thought Rusev and Lana could be a fine. I mean, yes, they played heel to pretty well back in the day.
Yeah, with the tank.
And, the tank, but Tank Mania after, but then whatever. Cena refused the job. So anyway, I don't know. Everybody's been behind Rusev. I feel like he could have gotten like a nice little push, but right back to heel Rusev, and he's teaming up with Nakamura. What we were talking about was we were talking about this earlier. There's no reason behind it. I need a reason.
I need a reason.
They're gonna backfill probably bullshit, but
Yeah, they'll make up something like they did with the Mandy Rose thing with the Tough Enough. But I just don't
no, that
understand.
was real.
Well, I know, but like,
That actually happened.
But they'll
Like,
make
they
up a-
filmed it back.
okay, but I just don't understand if completely two top guys or most over guys again, just inexplicably are we running out of heels? Is that the problem? I mean,
Could be.
is it the
I mean,
balance?
not
of,
everybody, I guess, can be a face, but like this just didn't seem to make sense. He just lost to Nakamura, and then comes out after Nakamura loses to R-Truth, runs down R-Truth, tries to get a match, gets the match, gets rolled up, and loses. And then they just decide to both beat up R-Truth. And
I mean, are we lacking in heel tag teams? Maybe is that what the situation is? Like, You know, I'm wondering if that's and they just need to put two guys together.
I don't know.
Because clearly, like you said, they're going to be a team now, which I absolutely don't get it.
It just seemed like he's one of the most over guys
Yeah.
on SmackDown.
And what we've got now in the aftermath is an R-Truth U.S. title run. And like I said earlier, I was like, oh, he gets one more run. And you said, you mean he gets a run. He gets his first run.
Yeah, or I mean, it's gonna be short lived.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is to put the title on somebody else. We might get a few weeks of crazy, weird R-Truth wins and 7-second dance breaks, which I don't mind. Because
You like watching R-Truth?
Yeah, Carmella is money.
She did have those red leather pants tonight. You should take your leather pants.
Red leather?
Or black leather pants. You should take your leather pants down to Key West. Wear them one of those nights out.
We'll see.
Oh, that means no.
So Pamela says that it's 3:40 there. She woke up at 2:30. She said, I wake up at 2:30 for you normally. And then she gets up at 6 a.m.
Oh, my gosh.
She said she's probably going to stay up now. And she said, you guys are my social life. And it's hard being a single mom, full-time work.
I think you do a better Pamela voice than I do.
Because I'm a girl. And I don't go,
All right, let's talk about the big news of the week. Dean Ambrose
I
is
don't want to
apparently
talk about it.
Yeah, you jinxed him.
I did jinx him. That's
Is
what I
it
just
real?
said today.
Do you think this?
I think it's real.
You think it's real?
Yeah.
I think it is too. But isn't it weird? When does WWE ever put out?
Well, I
an
think they're
official-
doing it to make it different, so that sometimes you believe these rumors, sometimes you don't believe it. Like I think every now and then you got to put it out. Like I think that they're intentionally putting shit out sometimes now that is real, and sometimes that's not real to throw us off the scent, so we never know what's real or what's not. So if they put this out now and it actually ends up happening, we'll be like, oh shit. Well, maybe when they say Cena's not going to be there, he actually won't be. Or anyway, you know what I'm
So
saying?
the question we were just
Okay.
talking about. Wasn't there a Good Brothers and Rusev Nakamura match? Did we miss that?
We must have missed it, but no, we were sitting here watching it.
I don't understand. Did they talk about having a match?
Maybe something went too long and they took it out. I don't know.
I'm so confused on what the fuck WWE's doing, and that brings me to my.
You want to go to the
point. I
rules
wanna go to
rant?
rules
All
right
right, we'll
fucking
talk about Ambrose later, but go ahead with the rules.
I got
'cause
some problems.
I got problems with you people.
Now you're gonna hear about them. So first off, when I'm watching like a soap opera, you know what's going on. You know that the other characters don't see the other scenes. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like if there's a certain scene going on, they don't see it. So I'm going back to the Naomi and like Mandy Rose like situation where
Yeah.
like they would talk shit behind the other's back. But in WWE, they oftentimes play up on the big screen like flashbacks. Right?
Right.
I need to figure out what's going on because for me, I need to understand like what are we really watching? What am I supposed to think? There needs to be rules, and they need to stick to them. So either shit never gets replayed, or you can't have an angle where Mandy Rose is trying to like trick somebody and doing it on screen because
Right.
the person watches the fucking show.
Yeah, I have a real problem with the way that the rules are just completely bent for whatever storyline is going on at the time.
Yeah, like some storyline
Completely.
is they're not going to see the show, and other parts of the storyline. Oh, I watched Raw the other night. It's like.
Right.
I don't know. That's part of my problem rules. They need to be consistent with that. I need to know what exactly I'm following, and I like there to be some structure.
Yeah.
That's one thing I think that maybe AEW can do better. And they said wins and losses are going to matter more.
what
We
they
know they're
say.
predetermined, but I'll enjoy that. Like the rules that we're talking tonight, like Rusev just comes in the ring and is like goads the guy into a title match.
Right.
Other times it's they say you have to get permission to get a title
Right.
match from the
And they're
whatever.
begging for a title match, and they need to qualify for a title match and all this
Right.
other shit. Like, why does Rusev just get to make a match because there happens to be a referee in the ring? And then for me, the fucking Royal Rumble. What has happened to the rules of the Royal Rumble? Billie Kay should never been allowed to get in the Royal Rumble because she sat outside the ring and didn't enter until. You have to get in before the next person comes in.
Is that? See, I didn't know that was a rule.
Oh fuck, that's a rule.
Was that a rule?
They've said it on Royal Rumbles in the past.
They have to get in.
You
before
got to
the
get
next
in before the next person.
person? Okay,
That's why guys go in the ring and then they come out and hide
that
under
was
the
the
ring.
problem. I had a problem with Kofi.
Kofi is a big problem. They say 2 feet have to hit the floor. For me, one ass
Yeah.
equals 2 feet. I'm
so
sorry.
What, so now a guy gets tossed out and just lands on his side. He can just be laying on his side like this. Well, my feet aren't
Yeah,
touching the ground.
exactly.
So I don't see a problem with it.
Oh,
What's dumb?
my
This
God,
is-
it's dumb.
It's
stupid.
dumb, but
You're
I feel
thrown
like
out of the
that's
ring.
his shtick, and they never let him win by
But
doing
that's
that.
for everybody, though. Technically, that's the rule. Like, his one foot touched the ground,
yeah,
his
but
whole
he's not
body.
the only one who did
Who
that.
couldn't-
Naomi did that too.
So now when you get thrown out, theoretically, you could just hop around the ring on one
Or
foot.
you could
and
just
get
land
back
on
in.
somebody else. Like I remember
Yeah,
last year it
land
was
on somebody else,
pancakes.
okay.
Yeah, I guess.
And
all
I
right.
think what they were trying, I think really on that elimination, that wasn't supposed to go to the ground.
I don't think so
he was
either,
supposed to
but-
just land on him and hook up.
Yeah.
But they should have said, "Fuck it, he's out."
Once he landed on his back or on his ass or whatever
Yeah.
it was, you're out.
Because
I'm sorry.
theoretically, you get thrown out, you could land on one foot and just hop right back in. Oh well, my second foot never touched.
Yeah, which they haven't done that yet, so he'll probably do that next year.
Yeah, like I don't.
And I enjoy the athleticism of watching what is he going to do this year, but just landing on your back, you're out. I'm sorry, you're fucking out.
Yeah, it's the rules. We need to have rules and things that are defined, like, because a lot of people watch as A, yes, for entertainment, but B, because they're also following, like, who's trending up, who's trending
competition
down.
part of it.
And my first bitch was about storyline continuity.
Mm-hmm.
And there isn't any, is the fucking problem.
Nope. Every now and then they'll call back to an old storyline, but they're not. Yeah.
I did a. Who was it that did the? It was one of the NXT girls, I think. Did the
the
walking back on her hands.
You love
And
that.
then she was upside down and just without just her core strength, just to lift herself back up into the ring with just her legs wrapped. That was impressive.
Yeah, she's.
As
Yeah,
much
that-
as the non-feet hitting the floor and it's stupid, blah
Well,
blah
no,
blah.
that was fine.
But that was
that makes
like
sense.
super impressive. Like
Your
the way
hands don't
she,
count.
like she did a complete handstand, like straight up and down, and walked back on her hands, used her legs, and just like flung her whole entire body up. That was super
Yeah, no,
impressive.
she's a really impressive athlete.
She's American Ninja Warrior. That's why.
Oh, really?
Oh, you didn't know that's where they
I didn't
got her?
know that either.
didn't know
Straight
that.
off that show.
I know.
She was one of
Well,
the
that was
top performers on there.
impressive.
Yeah, she's really-
I was
and-
like, because you weren't in the room when that happened, were you?
I heard you screaming
Because
out
I went,
here.
oh
was
my
probably
god!
eating in
Because
the
I was
kitchen.
super impressed. See, that's what I love. I love
She likes that instead of Daniel Bryan
I
talking about
love
the
the
environment.
athleticism
Well, she's a
and the
gymnast.
I love the bodies flinging around, and I love real.
I don't think she's
Wrestling.
going anywhere. By the way, that Casey
She,
Catanzaro.
well, she's way too small.
She's so tiny,
She's
but
tiny.
she is.
yeah.
She flings her
She's a
body
gymnast,
around.
they're
She's good
tiny.
at that.
That's
Yeah.
why she was able to do that. That the shit she was doing in there was nothing compared to what a gymnast
she could do, yeah.
So that's the thing. I just don't know how far she can go at that size. She's smaller than Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, and Zelina Vega, who I consider she's probably the smallest.
Right.
Her Royal Rumble
This
segment
chick's probably
cracked me up.
4'8".
The
I know it was so
with
stupid,
Hornswoggle?
but it added a little just
Oh,
a little
horny.
break,
Yeah.
a little humor in it. And
Yeah.
when they came out, it was I don't know. Even the kids were hysterical.
Oh, they
that-
were dying laughing.
Well, you were laughing too. They don't deny it. You were laughing.
No, I was laughing.
But
I was playing a
it was
character.
pretty funny. It was something a little different. It was just, I don't know, I thought it was funny.
It was.
And I liked that it was her because she played it. She did it well.
She did. She ran away like she was really scared of
Yeah.
old people. It was pretty funny.
She kept looking when they kept panning to her. I was like, okay, this is dumb.
Yeah.
But then once they did that,
popped out.
Oh my gosh, it was hysterical. And the way she looked at him and jumped in, ran, I don't know. I thought the whole
And
thing was
watching
funny.
Hornswoggle run is always fun.
It is.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk any more about Ambrose, or do we want to save that for another time? I mean,
No,
what do you-
but did we explain why I jinxed it?
well, because you wear his
curse
freaking
of Jay
shirt.
Lucky.
Yeah, the curse of Jay
I
Lucky.
cannot wear anybody's shirts. This is the problem. So I had an Enzo shirt. We know what happened there because I loved Enzo. Then I loved.
He
I don't
was
wanna hear this.
charismatic.
It was I think that's what it was. Plus, it was Long
Don't
Island.
she like big cats?
Long Island.
Long Island.
His stomach. That's why she didn't like big cats.
Well, yeah, because he's big.
But I liked their whole thing. I even liked back when Carmella was with them when there was the three of them. I loved
They're friends
that.
again. I was telling him that
That-
Enzo made a post
Their thing I loved.
that he has Big Cass's number back in his phone, so I think they're gonna be doing some indie stuff together.
That'd be cool. I'd go to that.
But yeah, I like them. And then I have I got a shirt that I didn't purchase or you didn't purchase,
But still,
but I haven't really worn. I worn it once, so they're still safe. But then.
you don't want to say their name.
No, I will. Hold on. I'm going to say
Okay.
it. But then I get a Dean Ambrose shirt, which I'm super excited about because I love Dean Ambrose. And now he's going to be leaving. So now the only shirt that I have that are going to have active participating WWE, it's going to be the New Day.
So she's
And
gonna
you
wear
know
it,
what?
and the next day they're gonna break
But
up.
the thing is,
The old dad, they'll turn into.
but now if I wear that shirt, and
They're due
they're
to break
gone.
up.
They're gonna be done. They're gonna be done.
Maybe you
because
should
of
wear that
me.
like every day. Maybe wear it as an undershirt. Let me tell you about the
Wait,
benefits of an
why do you
undershirt.
hate the New Day?
It's just time.
All of them?
It's time to break them up. I don't hate them.
Oh, you want to break them up
individually?
but
yeah.
but no, this is like they leave the WWE.
Oh,
Sorry, you can watch Dean Ambrose in AEW maybe in like 3 or 4 months or whenever that happens.
yeah, on TBS.
He's gonna go somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Pretty
like, well, maybe he just wants to spend time at home with his wife. I'm like, yeah, I'll get old fast.
So do you think Renee Young will stick around?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
That'd be weird. Oh no, actually, it's not that weird. We're doing it right now.
Jesus, I was saying, did you really just say that? I was like,
Never
you've
mind.
done it twice.
Yeah. All right. And anyways,
You're always the you're always the one that's left behind.
so let's talk about. So, do you get any more wrestling notes, or do you want to talk about some wrestling dorks information here?
I feel like there was something I wanted to talk about and I didn't get to talk
Well,
about
a
it.
couple things we still need to get to. You know, I love Ryder and Hawkins. They got a loss, but I think they're gonna stay teaming for a little while. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I didn't send a message to you that they spelled Ryder's name wrong. That's how little they care about him. They spelled it Zach on Raw.
Oh my gosh.
So that was irritating as a Zack Ryder fan to disrespect him like that.
Thank you for the follow, by the way, Gino.
Who's that?
I don't know. I can't read it.
Who got?
I
Is
need
that all
contact.
followers right now?
No,
Or- oh, it's-
Mr. Weaver Face, if you're still on.
no.
I need new contacts. It's Gino Felino.
All right. Thank you,
Thanks for the
Gino.
follow. Sorry, that
Um,
noise.
So if you guys
distracted
didn't
the
notice
fuck
back
out of me.
here, and you probably didn't because it's back here, we bring this down. We have a new addition to our
to the Wrestling Dorks room
yeah. So
recording studio.
we've got our belts here. Now we have 2 signed photos. One of them to the Wrestling Dorks from Bobby Blaze, former SMW champion. He was in WCW, did some dark matches, I believe, in WWF. Did a bunch of TV in WCW. And then I actually have my own signed 8x10 or whatever the hell this is, 8x10 on the other side. And it's interesting, I said to John when we got these that, you know, he was the Smoky Mountain champion. He actually won this belt, I believe, off Gerald the King Lawler.
Which coincidentally,
Is another signed
the
memorabilia
only
piece
two
that we
pieces
have.
of memorabilia that we have here are signed by two guys that face each other for that exact belt.
So Bobby Blaze, thank you for getting us these signed photos.
Yeah.
We enjoy them.
And where did we get that signed photo from, Sam?
We did a guest shot on Saturdays with Chicken Duck,
I'm intrigued to see you do this. Oh, way to go.
and
Sure.
that episode will drop, I believe, sometime in the next couple days.
Yeah, I think it's Thursday for Patreon
Yeah.
and Saturday for
So
everybody
yeah,
else.
we went on there. We talked a little bit about wrestling and just hung out with the guys. And they do a podcast that doesn't really necessarily have a theme. They
Yeah.
just talk about what's going on, what each of them are kind of doing, where Casey's been traveling to. You know, so and
They did not have typed up notes. I'll
no,
tell you that much.
no, Jim would not allow typed up notes.
Yeah, they were busting on me for typed up notes. The best part, well, not the best part. One of the funniest parts was when they threw it to me and they're like, "Hey, go ahead and do your plugs. Why don't you guys talk about the show a little bit?" That's when Sam decided to start eating because he doesn't give a fuck about this podcast or doesn't know how to promote it or anything.
Hey.
it was literally like they're like, "So tell us about your podcast, guys," and Sam opens up his fucking Wawa
Well,
thing,
it's an hour or so,
chomps
you know.
down on food because he knows that because I do all the goddamn heavy lifting.
I hadn't ate that day, and I was
but you
got
waited
the
till the-
munchies from Casey's fucking weed, and at least I could handle it. You're over here. This guy, as soon as we leave, he's like, "Oh, I feel so terrible.
I felt awful, man.
Oh,
it was
the
so much.
smoke. I
He
can't
came
handle
home
it."
and he felt even like he looked like pale as a ghost.
I guess when I was like, I
was hungover. I was hungover too.
I
from
drank the night before too.
Yeah, I was actually hungover though. You were just like,
I'm
fat.
just better at dealing with
Oh,
this.
here
Actually,
we
drink.
go.
Usually, don't drink to excess. That's the problem. You're not used to anything, so you're not used to the alcohol, and you're not used to secondhand smoke. See, I get exposed to secondhand smoke fairly.
you
often.
hang out with weed a lot. Is that your thing?
I have a lunch break with a partner at work. That
Oh my god, you didn't have to go into that detail. You need me to cut that out or anything?
No, I mean, I didn't say any names. I'm not smoking weed at work. I barely smoke. If you listen to the podcast, I've
Yeah,
smoked
actually,
weed a few handful of times in my life.
It's actually, if you want to hear a funny story that Sam refuses to tell on our show because we're apparently G-rated,
No, I
you
mean,
can tune in to Saturdays with Chicken Duck and you can hear Sam's pretty funny story.
Right, yeah. So, but it was funny, dude. You were so dead. Then you sent me a message. You had
was.
to get home. No, yeah, it's on your clothes. Like, and
It really was. Remember,
and-
It was on my clothes. really
He
bad.
came home. He's like, I had to shower and change. And,
I had to leave my
God.
jacket outside in the cold for like hours, like actually till the next morning. It was just super strong. I wasn't expecting it. You had warned me ahead of time.
I did. Fair.
You said
fair
that,
enough.
yeah, but I wasn't expecting like a visible cloud hanging over the entire
That's how it is.
podcast. Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah.
And kudos to them for being able to do a cohesive show during that.
Are they younger than you?
No, they're Sam's age.
They're
They're younger than me, but
Everybody there is pretty much. Casey's older than me. Jim was my class. Vu was older than me. So they're all within
Somewhere
our age
within.
range.
Yeah.
Not my age range.
Yeah, you're older.
you're older than everybody we know apparently.
I'm the old part of the
but
group.
it wasn't that I was. I don't know.
But by the way, he was just bashing me about eating, which I did. But the best part is, dude, he had so like, tell us about your podcast. Well, we have a wrestling podcast.
Yeah, I was
it's
just
on Thursdays sometimes. I mean, I don't know. Like he was so out of it.
I was
and
out of it. I
lacking
immediately
energy.
I sent Casey a message after we were done, and I said, "Dude, I can do better." I was just hungover. I didn't say it was because of the fucking weed that I wasn't expecting.
I normally send that message after I have intercourse with a woman the next day and say, really seriously,
I can do better.
Just give me
I'm,
a second
I'm
chance.
sorry about my
I
performance.
I can do better.
It
Oh
was
wait,
the
was that
weed.
my Sam voice? I'm sorry about my performance.
Which I sound nothing like that, but yeah.
I'll do better
you
next
just were
time, promise.
No,
you
I
don't have your
admit.
normal energy.
I admit I was out of it, and I was so excited
It
going there
happens to
too.
everyone.
But it just, I was impressed with their setup. It's not like super professional, but I like that it's organized. Like all their wires go into one hole, and they just
You
are
like
under
when
the
everything
table.
goes into one hole?
I like multiple things in one hole. It's kind of my deal. I play a character on this show. These aren't actually my real beliefs and opinions. But it was nice. Like, and somehow he has it all running through the mix board, and there was no laptop involved. Like that intrigued me. It's like I said, I did say on the podcast, if I could just produce a show, I'd be way more interested in producing a show than actually hosting one.
Yeah.
Like I'd be the guy on the other side of the glass.
Yeah.
I'd be Mark Ronson, you'd be Bruno Mars, basically.
Yeah, okay.
Are you getting texts at 11 o'clock?
No,
Gee, I wonder who those are from.
Oh, it's her heart pill, probably.
it's a heart pill reminder.
Speaking of being old. So anything else?
I got
we
a
wanna
bad ticker.
cover?
I don't think we got anything else. I just wanted to make sure to remind people that our episodes, I'm going through all the Wrestling Dorks archives.
There was something I wanted to talk about.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I don't remember what it was. Remember I told you I want to bring this up tomorrow on the podcast,
This is why you send a text to him.
but now I don't remember what
You
it
gotta,
was.
yeah, you got to text it because when you have podcast ideas, I need to write them down because there's always so much swirling in my
Shit,
head.
we forget it. And
Something happened last. No, was it last?
Was it on
night?
Raw or was it just in the world?
No, I, think
I wanted to talk about Sam's Bumble thing because I thought it was a funny topic, but
Oh, nice.
J Ray, I am an old bastard.
we are all bastards. Yeah.
How old is this J-Ray character?
I don't know. It says J Ray 25. Are you actually 25?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the youngin' of the show.
The
so.
youngin, and he's
I'm
still
the
like
old fart of the
decrepit.
show.
36, yeah.
He was still hurting when we played basketball last week.
Please, I was hurting less than you, I'm sure.
Bullshit. No, I wasn't hurting at all. Actually,
No, you weren't hurting at all.
I wasn't.
because you fucking don't make any basketball.
Because I go.
movements.
Wowzers!
You just,
As if you do. You fucking just stand and shoot.
Yeah, right. How many? Dude, I literally had to bring the ball up. When do I? That's in that game. That's bad. By the way, were we? Did they play tonight?
They couldn't. They can't do.
Oh,
this
I guess
week.
because the weather's bad.
Yeah, the weather was shitty tonight.
Let me know, because I'll even try to work out of like being tax office. Be like, yo, I got something.
Yeah, no, I told
wanna
them.
play again.
I told them any night this week except for Wednesday or Friday for me.
Yeah,
But they
We'll
said
just-
they're probably not playing this
okay.
week. So
Well, just let me know whenever, because I'm this time. Now that I played with them once,
you're going in with confidence.
well, no, I'm just gonna win the game.
No,
myself.
no, I will be fine.
I don't think so. I'll just tell you to get rebounds and give it back to me.
You want to give that to him?
What?
Here, Sam.
But Pamela did ask.
Well, you guys are terrible with it, like the.
Oh,
thing.
I just thought it was funny.
No,
but thank you, J Ray.
he said old and fat, and he goes, "Not you, Sam. Girl in blue." Was that you?
Oh, I thought he said.
No, he didn't say Sam. You fuck.
I was like, wait a second, I read that wrong.
But yes, we know we're fat. That's if you watch every week, we talk about it all the time. So, anyways, Pamela wants to know what our favorite, and she spelled favorite like like
Like the
like
way
they
she
do.
would smell it?
Yeah,
'Cause,
like
yes.
like the way those people do across the island.
Across
Or-
the island? I've
Across
never
the-
heard it called across the
Across
island.
pond?
Thank you.
Wow, Sam, he's really doing poorly
Favorite
here.
moment from the Rumble? I would say. I don't know.
My favorite was Becky.
Becky winning the Rumble. Just
Becky winning
overall.
the Rumble, just because I love her. I'm excited. I'm glad she's getting her shot.
I'm trying to like think back. It's like the first thing that pops in my head. One of the first things is Brock selling that injury on the corner of the table because I thought it was just a cool, like, different thing. You don't see that in Brock matches, so that stands out.
Did you see the Brock video that was released today? Like it was making its way. You never see like the cool stuff that's going on in wrestling. It was like
I'm
on
busy
Twitter.
working. I don't know what you're
You're-
doing at
yeah,
your job.
Yeah. I guess your work people watch this because believe me, I can tell you. Anyway, I know the guy that actually works for WWE. Like I don't know him, but I followed him. On
In what
Twitter
world?
back in the
Oh,
day.
I'm like,
Yeah, so like and it just got this huge. It's like it's when Brock makes the face. You saw the face part?
yeah, I saw the face.
Yeah, where he's like,
Yeah.
and then you got to watch this video. It's hilarious. Anyway, my favorite part of the actual Rumble match.
She just said Royal
Just
Rumble.
on the Rumble.
Oh,
in
the whole
general.
show.
Favorite Rumble moment. I don't know. And I don't even know if that Brock thing is my favorite, but that just stands out in my mind because it was again believable and it was something different. Like Brock was selling like a weird fluke injury that could have happened. Also, Drew and Joe duking it out in the middle of the ring was kind of arousing for me.
I feel like that was the most arousing for
I
you.
definitely made the most like noise for that because it's my two favorite guys going head to head.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a favorite moment? Was it the Bobby Roode match?
That I didn't say. It's weird. I don't know. I mean, I thought it was good. I enjoyed the show, but an absolute favorite moment, I don't know if there was an absolute like, oh, that was great. I really liked
was a great
this
show, though.
individual. I thought it was good overall. I mean, there wasn't really any particular one like moment that I'll say,
Nothing like
I'll always
stands
remember
out.
that.
Nothing stands out to you.
Yeah.
What was yours,
Raw to
Pamela?
me.
Well,
Raw.
she said she loved
Becky
Seth's
Rousey
face when he
put it.
eliminated Elias. I don't know if that's her favorite moment,
Oh,
but when Seth
yeah,
eliminated
that
Elias,
was good too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we actually
Wait,
commented on
didn't he
it.
go
We
like
went-
that? Because Seth threw out Elias, then he went. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
The Jeff Jarrett was pretty cool too. Even though, again, I fucking hated Jeff Jarrett back in the day, but for some reason, any kind of like
The surprise is
The
even
surprise
that
return.
was a surprise return of an old guy, and then you had a couple in it like the bruiserweight.
I don't like the NXT guys being in the Rumble. I have to throw this out there.
Well, what if it's bringing them up though?
If it's bringing them up, that's fine. But
Okay.
the next
Well, I
night,
feel like they're
then
trying to
not
get them
mentioned.
seen, and maybe people will be like, I want to see more of that
Maybe. I
person,
mean,
or
yeah, that
they
is
want to
totally
see
why they're doing it, but-
reaction.
I guess it's better than having jobbers or like tag teams. Like back in the day, like Jimmy and Jey Uso are both in the Rumble. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, because they always did every man for themselves.
No, I get
remember
that,
they
but, like-
remember when your Demolition Axe and Smash were 1 and 2.
And this is the product of me watching too many years of wrestling. But when guys come in that there's no chance in hell they're gonna win. Like
that's most of the Rumble.
it
Literally
is.
going
But
into it, I was like,
here's
well,
the funny thing
Seth
though.
Rollins winning this.
Again, it's different watching it through the eyes of children. It's just, we used to be children watching
Right,
wrestling.
right.
When Kofi Kingston came out, Xavier Woods, and I went, ugh, like that. And they're like, oh, you don't like the New Day? The kid said that. And I was like, no, I like him. There's no chance they're going to win. And they're like, you don't know
Boy,
that. He could
spoiling
win.
it for kids.
But he goes,
Yeah,
they go,
Dream
"You-
Crusher,
You don't know that. He could win. And I'm like, you're right.
because he said
could."
he hasn't. They can help each other.
Right. And I was like, and I had to be like, stop being a cynical asshole that's been watching
Right.
wrestling
Well,
for 30
maybe your
years.
children just aren't as maybe they're marks.
Well, her kids, she's the Mrs. Mark. I mean,
Right.
seriously.
Exactly. So they.
Mrs. Mark.
Yeah, she says it was a really great show. It was a really great show. So
She thinks WWE is coming back. We'll see.
we'll see. I
It
mean,
was after like what everybody's most favorite pay per view of the year basically is Royal Rumble. So
Yeah,
we'll
it's true.
see what happens.
yeah, we'll see after Elimination Chamber if anything changes. So.
Eh.
All right. So what else you guys want to add? I know we've got a bunch of viewers here. If anyone else is in the chat out there, if you want to chat it up, ask us some more questions before we sign off tonight. I'm not in any hurry to leave. It's fucking snowing outside, and what is it, like 18 degrees?
Yeah, I haven't been
now?
home since 7:45, so I'm,
Big deal.
I don't want to go home.
Hey, you
and
came
sleep.
over and you had some amazing buffalo chicken muck.
Yeah, and now I'm parked out in front of your fire hydrant. Probably got a.
You probably do have a
Like
ticket.
Toad.
I saw that the plow came down. He probably plowed you in.
Oh my god.
I'll go out with you. I got a shovel anyway, so I'll shovel.
Worst.
So yeah, we
this
got
is
like
the worst street in America.
In America?
Yeah.
Wowzers.
This is
that's-
one thing I do hate. Like
I do. I live on a dead end. It's
Yeah.
I
pretty
don't know, man.
crappy.
My parents' old street was pretty awful.
no, you had no neighbors. You said.
Yeah, but it was like a dead end, and it was a rural street, and it was like never paved. Like it was paved, but like once back in 1986.
Yeah, but you didn't have to worry about parking. Like I come to your house and
No,
it's
we had to
like,
more worry about the road falling apart, like
that's
humongous
what?
potholes and like, yeah.
All right, so give us your plugs and let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, sounds good. Oh, the big thing I want to talk about before Jay Lucky interrupted and said, I want to talk about something that I don't know what it
And then
is.
yeah.
I know, but I was hoping you
She's
see.
so
This is the
good.
thing. Why don't you ever listen
They
to me
don't
when I
call her
talk?
the best caller.
You never listen to me when I talk. I said to
Because
you last night, I want to talk about this tomorrow on the podcast. You think you would have taken a note?
I don't know. We'll write it down.
It's like you don't even
when you
listen to
have
me
these
when I
like
talk.
blockbusters, I'll make sure to write it down.
I wanted to talk about
And one
something.
thing I just wanted to mention out there, if you guys are either new to listening to us or you've been listening to us on, say, Tapped Out, and you moved over to here, the entire back catalog of Wrestling Dorks episodes are now on iTunes. And I'm starting to catalog them and actually put them as seasons. So season 1 is our original episodes, our original, whatever. So the first, what did I say, 44 episodes are season 1. Season 2 is anything with Tapped Out, but that we own, which is kind of hard to explain, but it's anything that like the Music Challenge or something like that we own that wasn't a Gorilla Press episode. Oops, I said it.
We can say it.
Yeah. And then season 3 is now anything that we're doing now on our new feeds. And I've also gone back and retitled them so they're not episode 6 or the date. Because when you go back and look at a podcast and it says June 2016, are you really going to listen to that?
Right,
No,
right.
but the one that says, good God, I feel fat today, or, you know, what I'm titling them with something interesting from that show. So they're still new to you, damn it. You know? So anyways, what I'm trying to say is go back, check out the old episodes. They are now retitled. I'm in the midst of doing that. So Pamela says, sorry, buffalo chicken. I thought buffalo was an animal. Do you wait?
Do they not have buffalo
You don't have
chicken
buffalo
over there?
chicken
That hasn't
in
spread.
England?
It's not it's buffalo chicken dip, basically.
it's chicken with like
is where
red
it
hot
comes
sauce
from.
on
Yeah.
it. Like
Yeah, this wasn't even the dip. Yeah.
Wait a second. I'm still blown away. They don't have buffalo chicken? Is that
They
an American
probably do.
thing? You think?
Well, it's only recent but we were just talking about this at the Royal Rumble. Like, we're like, I wonder who there has taken credit for creating buffalo chicken dip. Because at some point somebody created it, and however many years ago, probably like 15 years ago.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't know. I just would have. It's
not
so
been
ingrained.
around that long.
But like
it
everything.
tastes like
now
a hot
has-
wing.
Everything now has buffalo. Like there's always a
Or a
buffalo.
mild wing.
Everything. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
I've been doing buff chicks forever.
Oh my god.
Like-
What's a cheesesteak if you can't get a buffalo chicken cheesesteak?
Like back in the day at school, like they'd like your regular pizza, and I'd walk into the joint there, and they'd have it would say BUFFCHX. I'm like,
Buff
yo,
Chicks.
let me get a buff chicks.
Yeah.
Like, it was good shit.
We'll have buffalo chicken tenders, and it's basically me just dripping hot sauce on them and then putting them in the oven.
There
It's
you
buffalo
go.
chicken tenders. Yeah, so there you go. You learned something. American culture, fatness. So yeah, check us out: iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play, and Spotify. You're watching us. If you're not watching us, but you want to watch us next week, twitch.tv/wrestling_dorks. We probably will not be on Tuesday night next week. 'Cause
We're not?
We have the kids next week.
Oh,
Monday,
hey, you guys
listen-
are finding out about this the same time I am. Just to let you know.
Okay, well,
The
hey.
planner of podcasts.
Monday and
Yeah.
Tuesday night we have the kids next week, so we might do a Wednesday night
What
show.
was what trade off?
Well, because
When don't you have
we're
them
leaving
then?
for Key West
Oh, Key West
on
that's right,
Thursday
okay.
next Thursday morning, so we don't have
That
them
was the trade.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so we might do a Wednesday show. We'll see, because we still have to pack.
The
and all that
taker
shit.
of vacations.
That's us. Well, the haver of vacation days.
Yes. I have vacation days.
I don't
bums.
have vacation days.
You make it work somehow. I don't know what kind of voodoo you're.
Yeah, I just
doing.
don't take them because I'd still be working, and you'd get super mad if I'm sitting in Key West calling people about pizza menus.
Can you read what Pamela just said? I fucking
They
need
have
new contact.
peri chicken.
Is that spicy chicken?
And probably spicy.
Wait, what's it called? Peri Peri?
It's, I don't know how it's pronounced. Peri. She put Peri chicken.
I'm not that far away from the laptop. I really need to get new contact.
Huh.
I can't see shit.
We're
We're
also
learning.
known as African bird's eye chili, is the key to our legendary flame grilled peri peri chicken. Peri peri sauce combines unmistakable flavor with a kick of heat that gently builds on the tongue and culminates in a full body experience.
This is great.
Can we buy Peri Peri sauce?
We should.
it has its roots in Africa.
No, but
and
can we buy that? I've never seen it at the store.
I've never seen it at the store, but you could probably like Amazon it or something.
Peri
It's probably
sauce.
a different type of heat, but yeah.
Huh.
I like.
Yeah,
Let's
we
see
have
if it's
buff
if it's
chicks. It's real
spicy. It'd be
simple. We have
kind of.
buff
I would like to
chicks.
try it.
You said
You-
buff chicks. It makes me think of like,
Yeah, you take a
Like
hot
me.
wing. You
So
take a
I'm
hot
super
wing,
buff.
you throw it on, and
oh, you're losing weight in your shoulders.
I am my collarbones. You see them?
Yeah, I know. It's exactly where you want to lose your weight, in your shoulders and your.
Whenever I lose weight,
Neck.
that's where I lose it. Like, well, I don't know why I can't lose it in my stomach. It has to be my collarbones.
Another plug for our friends Chicken Duck. Their episode comes out this Thursday on Patreon. And another plug for our friends at Mercy Nation. Their track Pyramid Life is available on iTunes for download. So with nothing else to add, Sam, I think we should tie a bow on this one and maybe
I need to go. It's late.
you're getting
I'm
out of
tired.
here. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Jeez.
thanks for watching and listening to the Wrestling Dorks.
Do I go first or she go first?
Whichever.
You always go first.
Some weeks, yeah.
You just
know.
do
We
whatever you
go
gotta
in
do.
a row.
Pamela, thank you to all of our viewers out there. Thank you for watching this week.
See ya.
Bye.